1 week, guys. 1 week until the start of the season. We are here. Shout out to your boys in Qatar that have pretty much made the season start this early. It is what it is. November tax, November tax, November tax. So I've got a nice crew up here with me, and we're going to just be previewing the upcoming season. But unlike Sunday, we're going to do a full-on team EPL preview. This is going to be much more analytical. We're going to go down how analytical swing. We're going to focus much more so on the managers and looking at what the managers are going to be able to do tactically, philosophically, and so forth in order to be able to now see what's up. So focus on your boy Pep, your boy Klopp, your boy Tuchel, your boy Conte, your boy Arteta, and your boy Hag as well to see who is able to come out on top and say what up. I've got a good old quality team here with me. Obviously, I've got your boy, it's your boy HH here, your boy Vator, your boy Mike, your boy RDS, and your boy Yasir Saeed, man. What's popping, guys? What's popping? What's popping, man?
Everything's good, man.
Wait.
Hold on. Why do you say everything is good? Did something good happen to you? Why is everything good all of a sudden?
Well, I'm being guys. Okay. As a lot of people don't know, I've been isolating because I have COVID. I've been sick. I've been really sick. So I'm just trying to be optimistic. So things are better. Things are better. Let me just say that.
Wait, how bad is that? How severe has it been?
It's been. I have tissues. I have halls. I'm drinking some soup. It's been bad. It's been bad.
Oh man, jeez, man. No, but I appreciate you trying to soldier on here, man. But look, if it's too stressful for you, feel free to jump at it anytime, man. So it's all.
No, good. I've been isolated for so long. I just need football.
He's going insane.
I need football, man.
How long have you actually been isolating for?
So, it's been the last since Tuesday. Yeah, since Tuesday.
Damn.
Yeah. It's been, the days are long. Especially with COVID, the days are long, man.
This transfer window for United is going to break down anyone's immune system. So, healthy recovery, my guy.
Peter, you know what I think got me? You know where I think I got COVID? The Man City game. I went to the Man City Bayern game. I think that's what. I think Pep might have gave it to me or something. I don't know, man.
Wait. So you actually went to the actual game?
Yeah, I did. It was insane. It was crazy. I saw Haaland score the first goal and everything, man. Because
it wasn't like the game where there was a rain.
Yeah. It was cold. It was wet. And let me say this, right? As much as I hate on him, as much as I have agenda against him, that guy Kevin De Bruyne is a damn good footballer, man. My God, no. When you see him live, is different. The guy is different.
But that's what I've always said. It's people think that it's weird, but it is when you see a player live, it's different. Like I told you when Italy played Nigeria for a friendly, when I saw PLO live, it's a whole different thing. When you just see a guy doing that stuff live, it feels different, man.
Because
Eric's here. I wasn't on the screen before. I've been seeing clips on YouTube, also on Twitter.
Eric, you have to show your face, but Eric, hold up. So that's what he said.
No, because I saw I'm okay. So this is a quick summary. The players that impressed me the most was obviously Haaland and Ruben Diaz was unbelievable. I mean, Ederson was the Man City players, man. The guys were different. The players that disappointed me most was Serge Gnabry and Leroy Sané. Bayern Munich are in a bad situation. If they expect those two guys to score the most goals for them, man.
No, I told you. Unless Bayern which is why I said, bro, because just very quickly touch on Ronaldo and his social media presence. Just a little bit. We're going to touch on Mr. Factos because I do feel that for Bayern, I don't think you're in any position to reject this self-loving narcissist, bro.
Oh yeah, the last player I forgot, Alphonso Davies, man. Alphonso Davies, the guy is a beast.
Okay,
the guy is a beast.
Let's get into it. So look, man, let's first start with the champions, man. I think that's what it felt. Let's start with the champions, and you're on your boy Pep. Guys, here's the thing here. I don't know how anyone stops this dude. I just don't know. That 99-point season when Liverpool won the league that season City actually had a particularly bad season that season. So I would have loved to see if City were still on their game and they had pushed that Liverpool side all the way, whether they could have done it again and maybe gone to 100 points. Now, as we know in football, one plus one does not equal two. We can't assume Haaland will score crazy goals. We can't assume Haaland is going to be an amazing fit and break the goal scoring record or score in every other game. Who knows? He will still have that adjustment period. But for me, it just seems as if Pep has cracked the EPL code. He definitely wants to win the UCL, but 100% see, when Pep said that what they've done in the Carabao Cup is something to be admired for, then I know that this is a guy that likes every single trophy and likes every single record and wants to boast about every single record that he has. So I'll be real with you guys. I want to put this to you guys because I don't know how there's an argument for anybody being able to stop Pep. Because, see, we'll get into Tuchel. I think Tuchel is a great cup manager. Whereas I think that your boy Pep is an amazing league manager. And I think Pep has been able to crack a code to be able to rinse and repeat and recycle a tactic that you can pretty much win most of your 38 games. And the only thing that can stop a Pep is if Haaland isn't a great fit. That's the only thing, if Haaland isn't a great fit. But if Haaland does fit, I just do not know whether there's anybody in the league that can do this, because I already feel like if Pep can say what's up to Fergie, but United fans keep telling me that he's not done 3 in a row. He's not done 3 in a row. Okay, cool. 100 points record broken. Wins record broken. Goals broken. So if he now does 3 in a row, plus those other records, Fergie might be out the paint. He might be out the paint. Vaterman, how does Pep get stopped?
I wish I had that answer, man. I wish I had that answer. You know what? I do have the answer, but I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
I'm not telling you guys what the answer is because we've had some failures, and I know exactly why those failures occurred. But this is what I'm going to say, and I got some heat last time I was on your show because I called out the nerds and the geeks with regards to football. And my apologies, but hear me out. We all have that friend. Maybe we are that person that wants to win everything. We all saw the Last Dance. I'm not saying Pep's Jordan, but Jordan is challenging security guards, flicking quarters against the wall. You know what I mean? He wants to win. It bothers him. I think Pep is in that vein. If it's cards, he wants to win. If it's golf, he wants to win. I think the mentality that he has with regards to that, and there's only a few, there's not many, because if there were many, there'd be a lot of geniuses and greats out there. There's only a few. Pep's one of them. And how he approaches football and what he wants to do is actually crazy. It's actually crazy. Now, let me thank you for the microphone. Let me take some time. I like to hear myself talk sometimes. Imagine the game of Connect 4. We've all played it. We've all played it, right?
Yes, very hard game.
Tic-tac-toe? We've all played it.
Yes.
Okay. We know that we can hack it. We know that there's a pattern that we can kind of get to. If you can occupy a certain space, by default, you're going to force the person to go here, and it's an automatic win. Connect 4, we know we can set up a pattern. Doesn't matter where you go. I'm going to win with this final piece. I think that's the mentality Pep has with regards to his total football and why he's so meticulous as a maestro. I want you here because if you're here, the defender is going to be here and it's going to cause a problem. He looks at it that way. And from a league play, it makes a lot of sense because you're coming against teams and it's every week. Now, it's different with regards to these cup runs because what teams do can really throw you off. And he likes the open play. I think mentality-wise, I said I wasn't going to give away the secret or how to beat Pep. But defensively is where he needs to now have more of an emphasis. The way he attacks, that crazy genius on an attack, he needs to kind of have that same mentality defensively, I think, with regards to holding scoring opportunities off from ops. But Pep has looked at this and he's heard everything from the Man U fans. He's heard everything from City fans with how they've said, we hate what they've done. We hate what they've done. We hate United. We hate them because of their success. And how do you better yourself? How do you come out of that? You have to try and equal and match that success. That's the only thing. And they've got their 2 UCLs. I'm not taking anything away from that. You're quick to tell me I don't speak. What is it? UCLEs.
No,
Fluent
fluent UCL.
Fluent UCL.
Fluent
Fluent
UCL.
UCL. Fluent UCL.
I said UCLEs. Now, I get all that, but they also understand, Pep understands, City understands, our fans goes from EPL to UCL. EPL to UCL. And he's starting there first. Again, this three-peat would be fantastic. I still think it's going to be a 2-team race.
But very quickly on that three-peat, because I want to bring up the guys. If Pep wins this 3 in a row and everything, how does it now relate to Fergie? Is the only thing that Fergie now has just a longevity thing?
Oh, yes and no, because I see Neeks in there and he's studying the way he's looking at that screen, right? I know he probably has a pen in his hand writing down notes. Tying the three-peat isn't enough, right? Because I know I'm going to hear that it's not just enough to three-peat. It's the big one. It's the big ears that still needs to happen, right? It's the treble that I'm sure I'm going to hear. So there's a lot that still needs to be accomplished, but from fundamentally, the fact that the pursuit is always to be dominant in the EPL, and it's kind of like the aftermath of the residual.
You're dodging the question, man.
I'm not dodging the question.
You're being very political here. You're being very Joe Biden, man. Let's be straight. If he wins this 3 in a row, 100 points, consecutive wins, goals, how does it relate to Fergie?
It can't be related.
He's not there yet. I'm going to tell you he's not there yet.
Okay.
Let me answer it for him, because the reality is, because it's the question is going to keep coming up, and I'm glad it comes up because it proves that Fergie's the GOAT. Because the question is not how does he relate to Paisley, how does he relate to it was at one point, how does he relate to Mourinho? Now the question, if there is a question, is there a debate regarding Mourinho? Now obviously you will bring in the Dodd degree of difficulty.
Yes.
But three-peat is a degree of difficulty in and of itself. It's only ever happened by one team twice, by the way. Fergie did it twice, just to go on top of that.
Yeah.
Both Champions Leagues that he won with Man United were won in the same season won the Premier League. Not like a little Liverpool, they won it in 2005, Chelsea 2012, and UCL
in 2012. I think, Eric, did we win a UCL in 2012? Yeah.
Actually, Neeks, quick question: Has there been certainly in recent Premier League history, has there been any other English team that's actually won the Champions League and the Premier League when they won?
They haven't. They haven't. And so,
I mean, I don't know. Like 05, man. If things were if the referee wasn't, so.
Anyway, AC Milan would have beat you in the final. Anyway, the point is, I'm glad that the discussion is always how does it relate to Fergie, because that discussion about whether Fergie's the GOAT need not be had unless you're referring therefore to Pep.
But Nick's on Pep though. How does Pep get beat? Okay, all right.
Pep. Now, when it comes to Pep, if he was to three-peat, that would be an astonishing achievement on the face of it. It's
with all the other records as well. I
mean, for me, a lot of those records are, and I say it all the time, and I don't even mean it to be.
Come on, 100 points. No, Nick, you can't do this. You cannot do this.
Hey, those records are arbitrary records, and I say that because let me tell you why. Liverpool won the league with 99 points. They came second with 98. Man City won the league with 86 points, I believe, the year that we came second. What was the better achievement? Liverpool finishing second with 97 points, or Man City win the league with 86 points? It's Man City win the league with 86 points. The only thing that matters is what you win. Points totals are arbitrary because points totals are as relative as the season that you're in. I'll give an example.
It's a flex.
It's a flex. But
Meeks,
no.
You're a Yadman, and I know you're watching the World Champs. Just winning the 100 and winning it with a fast time.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay, but watch this. But it's also, but the times are also arbitrary to a point. I'll give an example. In the semi-final of the women's 100-meter hurdles, Toby Aberson got the world record. But when that semi-final was over, everyone said, well, you know what? She still needs to win the final. That's the most important thing.
And she won the final with another record.
Well, it was a wind assisted. But the point is, her final, winning the gold medal, was the greater achievement, regardless of the world record being broken in the semi-final. Because the point is, the win is all that matters.
No. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, Nix. What is better, winning without a record or winning with a record?
Winning with a record is better. But I'm saying, no, but the point I'm making is he has to match the wins to make the records relevant. The records, by in and of themselves, are irrelevant unless the wins match up. If, for example, let's say Fergie had a 3-peat, Pep won 2, didn't win, and won another 2. But in between that, he got 100 points twice and a 98 points twice. That means nothing because you didn't get the 3-peat. Now, if you got the 3-peat, then we can start bringing in the other records to then. But the reason why I say it's arbitrary is because in the 2 seasons that we won the Champions League, we won the Premier League at the same time.
This is impressive. I know. I give you kudos. Yes.
And one of them was a treble. So those going deep in all 3 competitions, winning all 3 competitions, is that a great achievement, despite getting less points than getting 100 points and getting knocked out to Tottenham, or getting 98 points and getting knocked out to Lyon? Because you may have to rest up in the league to make sure you beat Inter Milan. But I say this, it's all relative. The end thing, winning the trophy, is the only thing that
Veta, I have a question for you, bro. The year you guys won the 100, won the league with 100 points, whatever, we reached 100 points mark. Was that the year you guys won the domestic triple?
No.
We
That was the
won it
98-point season.
We won it the next year.
Okay. See. Then what Nick says actually it adds to what Nick said though.
Yes,
so
but let me.
If you guys would have won the domestic treble and got 100 points, then we'd be like, wow, that was in the same season. Not only did you guys win the league by 100 points, but you guys also won the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and you guys won every English cup that there is.
But just before you come in, sorry. I want to say quickly, and just on top of that, for me, the 98 point was a better achievement that season than 100 points. The 100 points you were playing without any fear, without any pressure from the turn of the year, January. To get 98 points with Liverpool chasing down your back, actually you have to pass them and then have to chase them down the back, was a better achievement. Manchester United winning the league with 86 points against Chelsea on the last day of the season in 2008, and then going to play them in the Champions League final, knowing that was the final. That's
which
a great
didn't deserve to win. Which he didn't deserve to win. It doesn't
matter, but that's a greater achievement than winning with 100 points, 20 points ahead of second place. There's no pressure. Man United win on the last day of the season in 99 with 79 to Arsenal's double winning 78 is a harder achievement than getting 100 points.
Wait, hold on. Let me bring Ricardo here. So Ricardo, where do you lie in this whole thing of like, because again, it's all about Pep and his legacy in EPL. Because Ricardo, I know the things that you said about Pep and about how he has breastfed this Queen Elizabeth II's league. So do you feel that what does he need to do to be able to sit at the same table as Fergie and see what's up? Or do you feel like that 100 points, 98 point thing is arbitrary? Because
I don't think
it's a sign.
I think I'll answer that part quickly. I don't think it's arbitrary because you can't downplay how much points a team amasses over the course of a season. If Liverpool had to get, how many points did Liverpool get even though they came second? It was like
97.
97, but wouldn't you concede that 97-point team is better than the Man City team that won only 86? I mean, statistically, they got more points. They were a better team over the course of a season. So, I mean, I know you're not saying that Liverpool team is inferior just because they didn't win. They still did some ridiculous football and put some ridiculous winning performances just to amass that amount of points. But obviously, like we say, it's all like Nick said, like it's subjective to the season that it happens to, which is true, right? It's like all Ballon d'Or winners aren't created equally because you're only going to be ranked against what happened in that particular year. So now in terms of Pep Guardiola compared to Ferguson, look, I love Pep, but I'm his biggest critic as much as I love him. I personally, for me, I think it's more about the longevity because I'm looking at when Ferguson came to the not even Premier League, it was actually called the First Division, and he came in 86, right? He didn't win his first 6 years, which is understandable. It's not a big deal. However, Pep Guardiola won his first English league title in the second year of his managerial career and has won 4 in the 6 years that he's been there. Now, obviously, in the first 6 years, Ferguson didn't win. So if you're talking about already at a start, Pep Guardiola is already clear. However, when it comes to the Premier League era, that's where it really gets interesting, right? Because Ferguson pretty much has done what Guardiola has done. In the first 6 years of the Premier League, Ferguson won 4 of 6, which is still an incredible achievement. But then when you look further past into that, he could have won 9 years straight because he came second the both times they didn't win it in those 9 years, in the opening 9 years. So that's incredible. However, I know this is a lot of EPL fans here, but if we're gonna sit here and say that, all these one-horse leagues aren't interested, the PSGs, the Juventus, the Bayern Munich, sure, they've been done over different managers, but there have been managers that have won 4 straight, 5 straight in these times. So are we saying, why can't we keep the same energy about him winning 7 of 9 or even 8 of 10 here in the first 10, 11 years of the Premier League thing? Now I get it. Some of you guys live in England. Some of you guys are biased towards England. So you guys are going to gas up Ferguson's achievement in the Premier League more so any other manager. For example, like Conte, when he started the whole, Juventus dynasty.
Yeah.
So, I think there's a bit of hypocrisy that we're willing to big up what Alex Ferguson did. But, when it comes to other leagues and other teams, of the dominance over their leagues is not as impressive. Now, don't get me wrong. I've watched early Premier Leagues and there was great teams. There was Chelsea, there was Arsenal. Man City didn't really exist. Respectfully, though. Respectfully.
No,
I mean, to be fair,
disrespectfully.
Chelsea didn't actually exist until the early 2000s.
Fair enough.
So
who cares?
No, I'm sorry, man. I just had to say it was funny. It was there for the taking. But no, look, I think it's more of a longevity argument because if you're looking, like I said, the first 6 years of their career in English football, Pep Guardiola has been the far more successful manager. Now, you're comparing 2 different eras. And to me, comparing players time periods of football over different eras, it's kind of give or take. People are going to be
also expanding as well and so forth.
Well, of course, right? In terms of, like I said, it's only about longevity at this point because when we look at Pep Guardiola and what he's been able to accomplish over 6 years, yes, he's done 4 and 6. But in some of those seasons that he's won the domestic treble, which correct me if I'm wrong. Has there been any other English team that's done that?
No, correct. I haven't.
Okay, so when was the Karabuki Cup or that third trophy?
Oh no, it's been around. It's been around for.
Okay, it's been around forever.
Yeah,
so in a sense, you have to give credit that Pep is the only manager to ever accomplish a domestic treble.
Yeah,
he's also the only manager to ever, the same way Arsenal fans like to hold on to the Invincibles for dear life, even though I think it's quite a bit overrated. It's still an impressive remark.
But no one's ever done it.
No, of course, it's still an impressive achievement. Don't get me wrong. But I don't like that we like to act like, Arsenal fans don't like to act like this is the single greatest Premier League team of all time when it's not, because I would say that on the basis of a single campaign, a Centurion is actually the most impressive.
Yes,
because you amass 100 points. How many teams have actually done 100 points? I believe Juventus has done it in their league. Barcelona and Real Madrid have done it. If I'm not mistaken,
didn't Real Madrid do it under Pellegrini and didn't win the league or something like that?
No, they won the league. They got 100 points. I think, they won it. And then I think the following year, Barcelona did I can't remember. I honestly can't. I think Barcelona were short 1 point. But point is that very few teams have done it, and Man City's Pep Guardiola is one of them. So what he's been able to accomplish in only the 6 years, yes, he's won 4 and 6, but some of those titles he's won has been a little bit more impressive than just winning it.
Can I just give some context to the 6 years that Fergie before he won? When Fergie joined Man United, we were second bottom of the league. He got the job in October, November because we were crap. Whereas Pep took over a City team that won 2 of the last 3.
It's funny. It's funny, Neeks. they literally, people really disregard Roberto Mancini and Pellegrini's league title wins. They completely, it's like that never happened. And
They
Pep
didn't get
Guardiola
100 points
listen,
or
but then
98 points
but then
or consecutive
no,
wins
no,
or the goals.
Mancini.
Right? 'Cause, like,
Wait,
you have
wait.
to give Pep
No,
credit,
no.
bro.
Okay,
Come
no,
on,
no.
man.
But
That said, sorry, just I'll say what I would say though is that, to be fair, what is the PL trophy that City fans, even I'm sure even Vata will agree, that will always go back to. It will always be that Aguero moment.
and they beat a Fergie Man United team.
You can't do that. No, hold on.
No, and you beat a
Aris, that's just
Fergie Man
cheating.
United
Wait,
team.
hold on.
Come
Aris,
on,
that's just
AJ.
cheating.
It is.
No. Yes,
Yeah.
it is
Come
because
on.
of it was the first one and how it happened at United's expense. But we're talking about something objective. If put City fans to one side, objectively speaking,
There was
I
no
don't take anything
competition
in with
in
that.
the
Yeah, but then come on, AJ, competition, bro.
Hold up. I'm taking nothing with that Feg. Look, bro, I grew up with Feg. I know how much Feg
You're a
was
hater,
winning
that's
matches.
what you are.
But the bottom line is there should be a conversation. If Pep Guardiola, who I believe will win the EPL this season, 3 in a row, because basically we're building a resume. It's like you go to them and say,
Are you going to disregard Fergie's achievements before Manchester United with stuff of Aberdeen as well?
We're talking about English football.
no.
We're talking about
Aris,
English football.
we're talking just purely about the Premier League within this league. Hence why when Knicks you bring up the whole treble thing, cool. How many points you accumulated while also going deep in other competitions? That's cool. But at the end of the day, the discussion is about what have you done in these 30-80 games.
I think like I said, I think it's more about longevity because Ferguson's greatness is pretty much the longevity factor.
That's what you always have over Pep.
Exactly.
100%.
But what I'm saying is that Pep Guardiola has already done two things that has separated him, that he kind of has over Ferguson, the Centurions, and the domestic trouble. What to me, another thing Pep has to do is win 4 in a row or more, because then again it's kind of like,
hold on. Can I say this?
Wait, hold up. Here's the thing though. That's longevity thing Pep can never do, because I do believe that Pep is eventually going to go to maybe Spain or go to another club afterwards. So I look. I don't see Pep staying here for another 5, 6, 7, 8 years. I just don't.
What do you mean by the longevity thing? I'm just trying to. What do you mean by thing?
The amounts. Basically, what I give Fergie is how long he was successful for United
That's cool.
with the different eras. Yeah, because
I
for me,
want to know if you were talking about the fact that he just existed for long or that he was successful.
No.
It's the sustained level of greatness.
And here's the thing, though. I saw something on Twitter, and I need to be sure here. So maybe I want to bring in the RDS and then I'll come to you, Erica, and then Mike. Is the money thing. That has been always the stick that you used to beat Pep with, because I think they said that Ferguson wasn't always the biggest spender.
No, of course not.
He wasn't always the biggest spender.
Liverpool spent more than us from the start of the Premier League right through to about 2010-11.
Now that's a dog.
And neither has City. City hasn't always been the biggest spender. If we're the biggest spender.
Victor, I don't know whether like you're getting your facts from core or Madrid zone, but
the uncomfortable truth is that he's not wrong. A lot of the net spending he's done this summer haven't been.
See, Ricardo, you just taught us you're a bias towards Pep. So I mean,
No, I'm not. Those are facts. It's not biased if it's biased if it's facts.
So hold on.
Ricardo's
artist. Hold on, artist. So if Pep,
I don't care about that guy.
so hold on, okay, artist. Two things.
Yeah.
Do you believe Pep has got this unlocked in this league? And if he does win 3 in a row with all his records, where do we now put him in terms of his impact in such a short period of time in the Premier League and what he's done and the way he's done it?
Yeah, I don't think. I think we're talking. We've been distracted a bit too much between comparing with Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
On the league itself and upcoming. So it's a difficult one because you do look at all of the Premier League teams right now, and I think it's a bit premature to say he's got it on lockdown, because there are still so many variables left. Like you look at, for example, obviously Liverpool. Is Darwin Nunez going to? If Darwin Nunez says what's up in Klopp's system, as well as obviously Diaz, who was bought in January. We've not actually seen him properly for a full season. I know they don't have Sadio Mane, but which is the thing. So, but likes of Thiago, Fabinho, etc., or being fit, you can't just completely disregard Liverpool as being irrelevant and not sort of, you don't know.
We'll get to Liverpool because I've got a hot take, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
But my point is just that, like, when we look, like, if we're talking about this season, like, when you look at the teams, even Spurs have had a very good window. I think the signing of Basuma has been pretty good, and Conte will obviously have a point to prove this season. Arsenal are Arsenal. I'm not saying Arsenal are going to challenge anything like that, but to be fair to Arsenal, actually, they gave City games when they played them twice, and they're clearly going one direction. Although there is an issue going on with Arsenal, which we're not going to talk about. And not enough said. And then obviously you have the variables of United and Chelsea. You don't know what to expect from Ten Hag with the ball that he's going to produce. I'm not saying that United are going to win the league, but it's possible that Ten Hag could translate what he's Ajax to this Manchester United team, and they could obviously be significant contenders. Chelsea, I mean, last time I checked, you said that it was you said it was a 3-horse race between Chelsea, Liverpool, and City.
I don't know what we're talking about Pep.
No, I don't know whether that's still the case now, though. Like, I have a certain clip, I wish I won't play.
Leave the clip at the chamber. Just leave the clip in the chamber.
It's just I actually want to support Eric here because you've been beating Eric over the phone on Twitter, on videos, etc. And you forget the fact that certain things you said.
I know.
Certain things you said.
Eric is my shield. Eric has been my shield.
Man. Leave him alone, man. He's had enough, man. You've got a lot of hot take. Anyway, so the point I'm trying to make is that, like, there are a lot of variables, and that's not even including like the West Hams, Southamptons, all those bogey teams that City can obviously face against. So City are clearly favourites, but I would say it's still a bit premature to say it's locked and loaded. And on top of that, the Haaland factor, how is he going to, interact in this team? Is Pep going to sort of, stick with Haaland and then cater to him? Because I can't remember the last time that City played with an outright number 9 with Haaland. Is he going to stick with him all the time? What happens if Haaland doesn't score, doesn't concede? Is he going to drop him, or how would he? You kind of see what I'm saying. So there are a lot of variables. City are favourites, but yeah, I don't think it's necessarily locked down, in my personal opinion.
Mike, talk to me, man, and I'll come to you, Eric. And yes,
the only thing that can stop Pep Guardiola is Pep Guardiola. Also, Crystal Palace, Southampton, Spurs. Those are the other teams that can stop Pep Guardiola.
That's true.
Look, he's got
United,
this.
Maybe.
No. What? McTominay. Come on, you're getting excited
Luke
for
Shaw,
McTominay preseason.
Luke Shaw scored against them. I don't know, McTominay.
Yeah, Luke Shaw. But look, Pep has got this league on lock. The Premier League is not competitive anymore. Back in the day, in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, you had Chelsea, you had Arsenal, Manchester United competing. But now Pep has just completely destroyed the competition. Yes, there's Liverpool, but he's got Liverpool.
But Mike, blame your manager. He's already complaining. Like, come on,
hey, we'll get to him because I don't like his complaining either.
But
look, Pep Guardiola is the greatest league manager ever. League manager. I'm not talking about UCL Cup. I'm talking about the league. What has he done now? 10 leagues out of the last 12 seasons, if I'm not mistaken, in all of the leagues. From Barcelona, of course, he won every time at Bayern Munich, and then with Man City. To me, he's got all the pieces. And then if he gets Cucurella, it's even more cover at left back. And that's a massive, well, not a massive upgrade, but it's an upgrade on Zinchenko. You got the great defense because you spent 300 million probably on that defense by now. You have a great midfield. Please sell Bernardo Silva. I beg, please. Please.
That would help.
That would help massively because.
But Mike, he's not that.
No,
he's not that arrogant or stupid. So
he would not do it. If he did that, that could be interesting then. But the forward line.
Mike, just to interrupt you, what we need is Chelsea to be linked with Bernardo Silva.
Yes.
And then Barcelona could go in.
The Barcelona scouting team. Barcelona scouting team already has.
Chelsea's still
There's a chance, maybe.
Yeah, but anyways, look, Pep Guardiola.
Time break.
I'm deleting that clip now. I'm deleting that clip.
No, you gotta keep it.
No, I'm deleting the clip.
You single-handedly jinx your guy.
Yes,
you single-handedly jinx him.
Mike, talk over this dude.
Like I said, the only thing that can stop Pep is Pep himself, and I just can't see it this season until I see some more pieces going away because he has gotten rid of some of his depth, and obviously Sterling, Jesus, and Zinchenko, but he's added quality, and he's added the best young striker in the world in Erling Haaland. So, I mean, it's going to be dangerous once again.
All right, man. Eric, man, do you share this doom and gloom that Pep, man, he has this on lock, and it's going to take a 99 points effort or something like that to be able to dethroned this guy off the throne, or do you just think that in this World Cup season something that we can't really foresee may actually happen to upset things?
Eric, where is Kunde? Where is Kunde?
Leave him alone.
He's not. Eric has heard or something.
Look,
He's something. Eric, sorry. I lost. Look, Eric, I had to, man. Eric, it was for the streets. Eric, it was purely for the streets.
It's fine. Just remember, everybody in this panel is a hater. Just so you just remember, I'm actually your friend. So
There you go.
we'll
Thank you.
leave that one.
Yeah, exactly. But
No, it's cool. Look, I told you guys, I'm not a transfer guru. So whoever took what I said, that's on you, man. I just said what I thought. I looked. I mean, funny how no journalist is getting nobody is telling a journalist, oh, look at the nonsense you tweeted. People are coming for me like I'm some kind of news correspondent. It's funny, man. Look, just keep. It's cool. It's fine. Yeah, look, for me, Ferguson isn't. I don't think he's the GOAT. I think he's one of the greatest to be. I think he's one of the greatest managers. That's fair, but because of the longevity, I don't think it's fair to say you can't really compare Pep with him. For me, Pep has to do something ridiculous to compare with that longevity. For me, you can't just say take out the longevity. You can't take it out. That's part of why he's so great, right? So unless Pep wins like 3 Champions Leagues in a row, or maybe he wins the Premier League 4 times, then for me, it's difficult to say that Pep is greater than Fergie. If you're talking about the league on its own.
No, but if Pep wins the league 3 in a row, 100 points, 98 points, the wins, the goals, how are we looking at what Pep has done as a manager in the Premier League and the Premier League itself? Like, honestly speaking, real talk, no BS, real talk.
He'll be number 2. I think he'll be number 2 all time.
Ahead of Uncle Mo.
Yeah. Because let's be honest,
where's his defensive record? Where's his defensive record?
Yeah, that is a start, but that's the only record breaking. I don't think Mourinho did too many record breaking things in England. And he also he flopped with Chelsea. He should have won a Champions League at least once.
Eric,
so
relax.
It's true. So it is
Wait,
what
don't
it
you
is.
have the home record?
Yes, thank
Eric?
you. Home record as well.
That was
3 years or something.
Mourinho left, so you can't just give him credit only for that. So
let me come to Yasir then. So Yasir, Pep, talk to me, man.
No, I mean, it's Pep. You have to respect what he has done, man. The guy literally has absolutely destroyed the league and has made this league into what we have feared for a very long time, a farmers league. Like, he did that. One thing for certain is like Jurgen Klopp cannot speak to Pep Guardiola ever again, man. Like, you cannot, like Jurgen Klopp was supposed to be that guy to give him the competition he needed. And well, I mean, what is it? 1 year why he won in 99 points?
We'll get to Klopp. Let's
I don't know.
Give Pep his flowers. Let's give Pep his flowers. So you're already conceding.
No. Yeah, without. I just feel like Michael put it perfectly. The only way Pep and City don't win the league is if they decide they don't want to win the league. I don't know why they will ever decide to do that, but if they decide they don't want to win the league, or Pep Guardiola, like in his Rubik's Cube mind, because I think the guy's mind is like a puzzle. He's always trying to figure things out. If he tries to be like, you know what, let me make it harder for myself, like he tried to do last season. Let's put last season into perspective. Last season they were miles ahead of Liverpool, and for whatever reason they say, you know what, let's make this a competition. Let's make it entertaining, and we saw what happened. But
that's because Pep loves football.
Yeah,
he wanted a fantastic season, so relax.
Okay, so he intentionally went 2 goals down against Arsenal.
He had to. It had to be scripted. You go 2 goals down. I think Liverpool won 1 goal.
It's felt scripted.
Then Bernardo Silva gets taken out. One of your crucial plays. You bring in Ilkay Gundogan, and the guy goes crazy. The guy goes mental, and then but also I just feel like even like his outgoings, everything is very tactical with Pep. Like Gabriel Jesus going to Arsenal. I mean, I won't be surprised if Arsenal end up beating Liverpool in a crucial game or somehow, some way, and advantage Man City. Like the guy, I don't know. For me, it just this, especially now the fact they got Haaland. Haaland will score the most simplest, easiest goals. The amount of creativity the City team has. All Haaland is gonna do is you're gonna call him a tapping merchant. That's what you're gonna call him, You're gonna try to insult this guy any way you can, but he's gonna score goals.
All
It is
right,
what it is, man.
so Ed, are we considering the league to Pep, man? Does Pep have this on lock, man? This league.
End it right now.
Oh wow, guys, guys, man.
I don't plan on
Pessimists.
watching many Premier League games this season. I shall be watching La Liga, Serie A, because the league is done, bro. Like Liverpool are not getting close.
Eddie,
Forget
what about
about-
Chelsea?
Eddie, you don't have to answer that question. I'm your lawyer. I'm representing. You don't have to
Can
answer
we
that question.
can we please not have Chelsea on the agenda today?
Thank you. Just thank you.
Like,
All right, good.
I don't want to discuss anything Chelsea
Ed, as
today.
you were saying, yes. So
So as I was saying,
Congrats on being
yeah,
Udinese, by the way.
yes, shush.
look, the league is done, man. It's just by how many points. This is something. I mean, look at what Pep's done. He started giving his scraps off to the rivals and then replenished them with like fresh new players. That's how bad it is, man. So yeah, league is done.
Wow, let's see what the streets are saying, man. Alps. Bernardo Silva, he runs like a mule for 90 minutes straight, and technically he's sound, and that's why he's so great. Silva. So Alps is obviously a Barca fan who, for some strange reason, believes that these guys are going to get specific, which is cap.
Just remember what I said. Kunde, Rafinha, Dembele, and Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, and I say no. And I say
said
no.
it.
Let me read this. Bernardo Silva, he'll twist all the midfielders and thread a through pass to his pal Lewandowski, who is world class. Silva. Alps, you're on drugs. Alps again. Bernardo Silva, he hates the English weather. He wants sunny Spain. He's going to join Barca and inflict my something. Wait, is this like, what's it called? A sonnet or something? Alps, I'm sorry to break it to you. Unless Pep is arrogant and mad, there is. Let me just say this right now. If Pep sells Bernardo Silva to Barca and City still win the league, I think end this competition, bro. End it. Just end
there's
it.
a lot of City fans that believe that Pep, their sporting director, and Soriano are like Barcelona agents and just looking there to develop players to send them to Barcelona.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
Also,
HH's a white friend. What's it?
Like I was just saying, like as Ricardo, do you mean like Ferran Torres, that type of developer player?
No, I'm telling. They generally speaking, because they're always complaining every time they sell somebody on the low ball. And don't worry, Ferran Torres is coming this season. If we want, we can send him on loan because you guys are gonna need him.
Wait, look, hold on. So WH's white friend Bill Hambley. HH, drop your PO box. I'm sending some Cristiano Ronaldo underwear. No thanks, but no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks, man.
Who's Bill Hamby?
My friend from school. No. He actually does this because I mentioned him on the podcast. True City fan, brothers, buy lighting. Why are you using candles? Yes, are you using a candle?
Yeah,
Guys, look, man. Times are hard, man. Times are hard. Talents FC, Mount G.
Them electricity bills.
Bro.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, I don't know how you guys are rolling in America or Canada. Bro, these conservatives are lubricating our bank accounts, man. I mean, I saw my bill. I was like, excuse me? I said, wait, how does this go up 50%? I said, well, no, don't. How does it go up 50%?
I know this is a football show, but I just want to say, like, over here in this country, we are weak. Do you think this could run in France? They will be on the streets burning down.
No way.
Like, you want energy?
It's
Look,
disgusting.
We are out here just listen. This is what we comply and complain. That's what we do in Britain. Comply.
No. But
Liverpool,
it's reaching a point where there'll be a revolt. There will be a revolt. Talents FC, Mount G. Chelsea isn't good for Mount anymore. City, Liverpool, Mount doesn't get into the first team for
He
City.
scored
Liverpool
though.
to relax.
He scored today.
I know against
Udinese,
Watford
is it?
2.0. No.
Udinese,
It was
yeah.
against Watford. It was against the Italian Watford. You know they have 4 ex-Watford players in that team. 4.
Raheem Sterling scored an amazing goal, by the way. Amazing.
All right, thank you. True City fan. Bro, Vito, defend your manager. You need a backup. He did his best, man. Oh, Lord. Eric Romano. Things are hot and happening. FDJ agrees to Man United.
Oh god, that means he's saying that.
So, Eric, is this true? Is it confirmed, Eric? FDJ to United?
Yeah, that's it. Exactly, it's confirmed. Yeah, 100%.
Paul Kickling. Arteta's Arsenal, Hag's United. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to discuss them.
I think he's trying to say which either or, like which one is going to be more successful.
Oh, no, I mean, no, we'll get there. Wing. City won 2 of the last 3 Premier Leagues before Pep came, front runner. But they didn't do it with 100 points, 98 points, goals record, or wins record. It is what it is, man. Smasi.
Skip Bayless will call him Steph Curry, innit?
Yeah, Steph Curry. Smasi says, record ain't ish. Only thing that matters is trophies. But if you have trophies with the records, it's a lot better. QC8 also takes a lot to motivate to keep to win when 20 points clear. Yeah, it's fair. Patrick, man, thank you for the Patrick. My top 4 predictions: City, Liverpool's. Wow.
Sorry, HH, you got to see these comments from Laporta, man. Laporta is literally shots fired at Chelsea, man. He's literally recent Fabrizio tweets.
Okay, hold on. We'll get there. Just hold on. We'll get there, man. Alps. Fergie was up against Bones from 86 to 2000.
Oh, shut up.
No. That Arsenal team in the late 90s was very good.
Yeah, come on.
Bro, you know, I looked
Plus
it up.
Newcastle.
But before
And that Newcastle team with them, what's called Ginola and all those dudes.
That's pretty low.
Yeah. I looked it up. Before Fergie came, Man United's last league title win was in 1967 or something like that.
Yeah.
No,
You know how crazy that is, HH?
We take that away from
we were like
Fergie,
20 years without winning a
Wait,
league
hold
title.
up. Shout out your boy Bro who says Pep selling Zini and Jesus to Arsenal to make it harder for his immediate competitors is a boss move. I think it was you who said it. Yes, yeah. That could be his chess move.
Yeah,
because he's like,
this guy is weird, bro.
Okay, look, Arsenal are not really that great, but if Arsenal can now take points off of Liverpool, or Chelsea can take off of these guys, that helps us a lot more. So maybe that's his chess move, man. Alps says, you will realize Pep's greatness when he leaves. Let's see what he does when he does leave, man. Ifak says, HH, be worried. The king is back on Sunday. Treble soon. we have to address this guy on social media, creeping in fan pages, man. Casey says, going to the Barca game tomorrow, Lewandowski better score. Oh, nice one, man. I think Casey's in America. Okay, what crap is this, man? All right, what is this, man?
Wait, is Lewandowski registered?
So does everyone see that? So this is Fabrizio Twin says, so Laporta tells CBS Sports, Koundé, the player preferred Barcelona over Chelsea, as he understood we have a consistent project with a coach he likes. In this case, we had the advantage compared to our competitor, aka Chelsea. The player also helped us in this specific.
But my thing is,
you know, is that really a shot? It sounds more like facts to me. Factos.
No. It sounds more like no, Ricardo. It sounds more like if Barca, it sounds like if Barca end up trophyless, you're gonna look really awkward. You're gonna look.
You better not end up trophyless. You better not.
HH, do you think?
Yeah. Wait, can we talk about that? Hold on. Sorry, yes, sir. Can we talk about how Xavi has convinced Lewandowski, Koundé, Dembele?
It's not Xavi. It's Barcelona.
They said it themselves.
Former player tax.
Bro, they're trying to sell. It's PR, bro. They're trying to sell this Xavi agenda. It's not Xavi, bro. It's Barcelona. Come on.
Okay. So guys, let's move. Okay, so Mike, I'm gonna have to come to you with this, man. All right, let's talk about this boy. I'm worried. Mike, I'm worried. Mike, this is why I'm worried. You see, Mike, I did the history and philosophy of science in my first year in university, and I almost failed. Probably one of the worst years of my life. I didn't understand what he was saying. But there's a guy that's kept on being brought up, Charles Darwin. This guy, Charles Darwin. And Charles Darwin said, you know what? We're evolved. Shout out to Adam, shout out to Eve, shout out to Genesis and so forth. But that what's called monkeys, apes, evolution, you know? Now, this is my fear, Mike. a lot is riding on Darwin to say what's up. In the event that Darwin, for some reason, it's the first year, he now has to adjust to this league. Is it right that we should just assume that Liverpool will be their nearest competitor, or are you worried about the departure of Mane, Darwin having to readjust, and the amount of goal-scoring pressure Salah and Jota will be on for you guys to be able to say what's up? I mean, like, going into this, especially when, how many signings have you made? Really good. So when you just look, City won the league. Look at how many guys they're getting, and I'm sure they'll end up getting Cucurella. Are you worried that you've not been a lot more aggressive in the transfer markets, being that you're the team that finished second and the team who finished ahead of you have been far more aggressive than you in the market? Like, where are you at with Klopp and what he has to do to actually try and win this league? Because, bro, I know we love Klopp and he does everything. Second is second, man. Second is second. So, and one league win in what's 4 years where you've come second by one point. No one likes to be a loser. Talk to me, man.
Not gonna lie, HH, I'm worried about this season. I'm very worried. I'm worried that we are in a little bit of a rebuild to the point where we're gonna finish second and we might not compete against Man City, and that's because Darwin Nunez. Yes, we paid £80 million for him. I still cannot believe. No, sorry, paid €80 million for him. I still cannot believe that we paid that fee. Diaz has to score. And Salah might have to do a LeBron James carry job when he did it with what was his name? Dellavedova. Oh my God, I couldn't believe LeBron did that. Salah's gonna have to do the same thing because we get no goal scoring from the midfield. And Firmino, there's been rumors of him going to Juventus. I don't think that's gonna happen though. And if none of the other front three are gonna score except for Salah, we're screwed. And we're gonna have to keep clean sheets. And defensively, we're good. We got that set. We got Konate, we got Matip, we got Van Dijk, Robertson, Shimikas, and Trent, of course, and Alisson. We got that defensively sold. But the midfield is dry, like the Saharan desert. Because I don't want to see Henderson doing no-look back crosses to the back post anymore. I'm done, man. I'm serious. I'm done. I'm done with the guy. Keita, there's talent there. Just don't see it consistently. I wish it was the Guinea Keita, because when I see him play for Guinea, the guy's a fantastic midfielder. When he plays for Liverpool, it's all right. Thiago is the key as well. If he can stay healthy for the whole season, which we know that ain't gonna happen because it is Thiago, he's made out of ice. I'm a little bit worried when it comes to Liverpool. And Jurgen Klopp, man, this is a big year for him. HH, let me just...
So how much pressure do you think Klopp is on? Because let's take in the event that, let's say, you don't win the league again, because FA Cup is there, but in the event that you yet to get to win the league again, because I'm in two minds. Is it a case of City and Pep are just too good, or you feel that Klopp has failed and Klopp just can and should be able to do better?
I mean, City are pretty good. Let's not kid ourselves. We've gone over 90 points twice. Twice! Did Arsenal ever get over 90 points when they finished runners-up to Manchester United? I don't think so. But also, I don't care. Win the league. I don't want to be remembered as the second place team and the what if and the what maybes. But I need to just say this as well, because I want to give some transfer fees that Jurgen Klopp has spent since selling Coutinho. I'm not going to count 2018 summer because that's when we spent the money. Since that, we have spent 7.5 million Minamino, 11.5 on Shimikas, Thiago was 20, Jota was 41, the other ones not really. Konate was 36 million, Diaz was 35 million, and Nunez was 64 million pounds. That's a lot of money spent, Klopp. And for that, you have shown a Champions League, a Premier League, a Karabuki Cup, and the Queen Lizzie Cup. That's not good enough for spending that much money. And you are one of the... For me, he's fantastic manager. I will always cherish Klopp because he brought my club back to some glory because we were dead. I mean, all we had was just the 2005 Champions League, and that's about it. Because otherwise, I was watching Craig Bellamy, Stuart Downing, and John Joe Shelby trying to run the midfield. At least I have some sauce nowadays. But yeah, I feel like Liverpool are just going to win the Karabuki Cup this year, or the FA Cup. I think that's all we're going to win. And we'll probably be 7 or 8 points behind City. And Champions League, I think we're only going to make the semifinals, quarterfinals max. I don't think our midfield is good enough anymore. And I don't know if I think it's Jurgen Klopp and the owners FSG who said, let's not get a midfielder. We're gonna wait till Jude Bellingham. Real Madrid are gonna be after him. Man City might be after him if they sell Bernardo Silva next summer. So all these Liverpool fans that think, oh, we're gonna get Jude Bellingham, we're gonna get him next summer, he's gonna be the savior of the midfield. I wouldn't be too sure because Man City have the money.
Sorry, before I continue, but what do you think the general consensus are amongst Liverpool fans with Klopp, with what he's done? Because is it a case of it's 97 points? It's 94 points? Like, these are a lot of points. So we are just playing at a time of a historically amazing team. Or is it a case of like, man, you failed. We should do better. We can do better.
Right now, they'll defend Klopp because he's the manager and they want him to go past Pep. He wanted him to beat Pep and etc. But once he's gone, they're not going to be talking about the season they finished with 97 points and the season they finished with 94 points unless they win the league. It's relevant in the moment because he's the manager. But as time goes on,
that's the danger. That's the danger because it's like, it's true. Like what they said is right because at the moment it's like, wow, man, look at how close we were. But Wikipedia is Wikipedia. Wikipedia wouldn't say, oh, nice. Wikipedia doesn't put down who came second. When you go down Wikipedia, you just look at, oh wow, first. This is what they did. Because as much as you got those points, a team got a point more, which is better. So I mean, like, so for me, are you like, is Klopp under any real pressure to try to beat Pep, or is it the case of like, hey, Liverpool fans are just happy because of the success he's already brought? So it's almost like, in a way, a victim of his own success, so therefore he can't be under massive pressure.
Well, I won't speak for all Liverpool fans because they all have their own minds. I think they love Klopp so much because he's brought in trophies and glories. But for me, I think he's under pressure. You clearly don't want to sign a midfielder and you keep trusting the same guys. I'm sorry. That's a little bit arrogant from Jurgen Klopp's perspective. Why don't you trust and get a new midfielder or try the youngsters like Harvey Elliott and Fabio Carvalho? They might have a big impact this season and nobody's really talking about it, especially Harvey Elliott. For me personally, as a Liverpool fan, I love Jurgen Klopp, but he's got to deliver a Champions League or Premier League this season.
You don't have to worry about Pep. You don't have to worry about Pep in the Champions League. That's not happening.
Yeah, exactly. So we're good. So Liverpool got the Champions League. Don't worry, guys. Well, I shouldn't say that. Go ahead.
So yeah, Edmund, Klopp, man. I mean, is he under any real pressure, or as you said, look, what pressure can he be on when Pep has already won the league already? So,
I mean, he's not under any real pressure because he'll push Man City again. And Liverpool fans will go along with the 9-month ride just to celebrate second place again.
Yeah, so, they're gonna do a parade, right?
Yeah, they're gonna do. Oh, we're winning the league. We're 2 points away, merchants, until the final day and lose the league, and blame it on Pep and City being too good. So, look, the squad is the squad. It's what it is now. I feel like the squad needs a refresh, in my opinion. And you need about 3-4 players to come in and shake things up. And I don't feel like they've done enough. This season's gonna be an eye opener for Liverpool because Mane is gonna be a huge loss. Especially if Diaz doesn't pop off. Oh, because let's face it, Salah's getting that double team. Yeah, this ain't basketball, but we all know everyone's playing to shut off Salah. So someone else is going to stand up. Diaz here and there, but this is going to fall.
But he's not a scorer, Eddie. Diaz is when
someone has to get those goals, bro.
I mean,
because see, my thing though is that this is why I said to Klopp is that I get that Mane wasn't doing so good and everything like that, but after the AFCON, Mane started to pop off, and Mane is a guy that scores important goals. You can't rely so much on the pressure from Salah. And as Mike Jojo just said, you're not getting loads of goals from the midfield.
You're not getting goals from midfield.
Those goals have to come from that attacking lineup. Sorry, Eddie.
Yeah. Jota and Nunez are gonna be under a hell of pressure. And I'm keen to see how Nunez handles that pressure. I haven't seen so much of him. I just watched some highlights of a preseason game, and boy, it's gonna be fun this season. Let's say I don't want to make no conclusions, but look, Liverpool will push as hard as they can. They should just focus on Europe this season, man. Domestic cups, I don't know if you all still enjoy that, but I feel like Liverpool are bigger than that at this point. So try and get the Champions League and just forget about the league, man. Because, like I said before, the league's done. Unless Liverpool can give a goal, they need a goal scoring midfielder. They need backups They need a backup for Trent because I don't think they have an adequate. If Trent goes down, that's another thing we're not talking about as much.
That's the
especially
supply chain.
Especially given he's going to the World Cup. If anything happens to Trent, oh my God, Liverpool are finished.
But the thing with Trent, he ain't going to start today.
It's like you're assuming he's playing for England.
No, he ain't playing.
Yeah, I forgot you all have that.
Kyle.
Yeah.
No, not you. That's a help manager.
I forgot your manager for a second. But especially look, I mean, Trent has to go to the World Cup. Let's face it, man. But yeah, if Trent goes down, that's a big loss for Liverpool because that right side, especially with Salah, then becomes shut down. So they're light in certain areas, and I feel like that's not spoken enough about because Klopp just finds a way to cover it up, but he's got to go in the market and do something, or at least bring players from the academy.
Eddie.
You can't keep doing the same thing all the time.
We bought a right back. It's Calvin Ramsey, but he is unproven from the Scottish League. But he's not this. He's nowhere near.
Hold on.
From Rangers, right?
I'm just no. You said cover. I'm not saying the same quality.
From which league?
Aberdeen. I think Aberdeen.
Is he from Aberdeen or is he from Rangers?
No, he's from Aberdeen.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he's the same quality as.
Yo, why are people casting? Didn't
Rangers?
No.
In Leipzig last season, man. You never know.
I'm just saying that you need adequate cover for what's.
Oh, of course.
If let's say Trent goes down and you're now relying on freaking Bravehearts to now say what's up at right back, man. I mean,
put respect on the Scottish league, man.
Braveheart is a great film.
If it wasn't for that brick Aaron Ramsey, they could have won the Europa League.
That's true. No, that's no comment. Shout out to my Scottish people. Nix, what do you think about Klopp?
Listen, this is a bad season for me coming up. It's a real bad season because either one of two things are going to happen. Either Pep three-peats or Liverpool get 20. That's it. Like, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Nix, when we get to Conte and Spurs, I have a hot take, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Relax. They're not touching us.
Conte we trust. Go on.
It's Pep and City. It's not just Pep. Forget Pep. It's City three-peat. That's the Pep. If Pep was managing Spurs and the three-peat, he'd say, bad, but it's Spurs. Arsenal is worse than Spurs, but it's Arsenal still. Chelsea, like we've had our battles. It's City. Who are City? Noise, like listen, they're noisy neighbors. I don't care if your house is now bigger than ours. Oh, it looks shinier anyway. Yeah,
salty.
Take a rock and throw it at it.
But it's City three-peat, Liverpool 20. Like I'm screwed. I'm going to the season just angry, and whatever happens at the end, I'm just angry. Klopp is under pressure. He's under pressure because, as you said, like City have done all this business, and you'd think City's probably the team in the top 6 you need to do the least business.
Yeah.
They're up there with doing some of the, second to most business, maybe. In terms of quality, you could argue they've had the best window. It just in terms of quality. They got Haaland. That's like levels above what anyone else.
Alvarez, you could sort of counter Alvarez.
Yeah, Alvarez. Well, we'll see how that one goes as well. Because as good as he was, we'll see how it goes. Calvin Phillips has come in. That's and he comes in as a backup. If Man United bought Calvin Phillips, we're like, yes, we finally got a first-team defensive midfielder. He comes in as a backup. Like that is the level. And then Cucurella as well, potentially, should I say, potentially. So they're potentially going to have the best window despite them already being the best team in the country. It's long for Liverpool. And it's long for Liverpool. And, some might say, it's long for everyone. It is. But this is your moment. Every team has their moment. It comes and goes. And if your moment is occupied by another team, you're screwed. Because there is going to come a point where it's no longer your moment. And then you look back at the moment that you had and what did we achieve? I'm not saying you haven't achieved anything. You've won a Premier League, you won a Champions League. I would die for a Premier League or a Champions League right now. But in our moment, we won it all back to back in the same season, etc., etc. City's moment, they've won it all bar one, back to back in the same season. Arsenal never did back to back, but they did doubles. They had an unbeaten season. They when their moment was over, you look back and said that was great. Liverpool are in their moment now. Is Klopp after this moment ends? Whenever can you look back and say that was a great moment? As it stands, you're looking back and like they were great challengers, and that's the challenge that Klopp has now. He needs to make this moment that Liverpool are in, and I'm not saying Liverpool never come again, they will, of course, but the moment Liverpool are in, they have to maximize it. Coming second in the amount of times, and even third one season, is not maximizing the team that you have. And yes, you're coming up against a great side, but you have to be greater. You just have to be greater. That's just how it works. Wenger will probably complain and say, damn, why did I have to come in at a time when Fergie was there? And as soon as Fergie looked like he might be dropping, Jose comes in. But that's just what it is. That's just how it is. And Klopp needs to find a way to go over it. Or when this moment ends, you're going to look back at this time as more regretful instead of lauding it. As a Man United fan, I ain't won a league in 10 years. But I can look back at my time and say, yeah, I enjoyed that. I don't know if Liverpool fans, when this moment's over, can look back and say they enjoyed it. I think there might be more frustration at the end of it because of how close you came and what you could have done rather than what you actually did do.
Can I go on this?
Yeah. Ricardo, go for it.
I think I get what Nick's is saying, and I've always stood by the idea that if it wasn't for Pep, Klopp would have had Liverpool would have a dynasty in England. Because if we're being honest, how many teams have really been close to them? So it's either one or the other. I just want to give, from a Liverpool's point of view, at least for I'm seeing it from the outside, is that even if he doesn't win the Premier League, which I don't think they'll win, and if they don't win the Champions League, which again I don't think they'll win, I think Liverpool fans are very loyal to Klopp, and I don't think Klopp probably feels pressure from his own fan base, because if we're being honest, like Michael said, they hadn't won anything, at least of significance, since 2005, right? They were close when Suarez was there in his last year until Sleepy G happened. But, it's kind of like you haven't been successful prior to Klopp's arrival. So how are you, as a fan, how are you going to leverage that type of pressure when it's been a while since you've been successful? And this is technically the best thing that's happened to them in quite a while. One thing I always give Klopp in the Premier League is that when Pep has a monster team, and then he's obviously backed by insane amount of finances, no manager has been close to him. Absolutely no manager has been close to him. The only manager that has been close has been Klopp. Now, whatever that's worth, I do not know.
Mourinho?
It's second place. It's second
Real Madrid. 100 points.
Yes,
no,
he wasn't.
I mean, didn't he win by 100 points?
No,
did he drive Pep Guardiola out of Spain?
Yes,
Didn't that not happen?
Yes, Richard Mike.
Did I not recall that?
Ricardo's the mic.
Yes, stop it. Because if you want to talk off that one-off season he won, which was a great season for Mourinho, the 4 years in Spain or the 3 years, Pep Guardiola bested him. He also gave him some spankings.
He had to take a sabbatical. He had to leave.
Doesn't matter who won that war. Who won that war?
He's like, you know what?
Guardiola dumped his nuts and down Mourinho's throat 5-0.
Whoa,
It doesn't matter.
Whoa.
Bro, who cares?
Nah.
I mean, you're not wrong. But you didn't have to say it.
I'm sorry.
You didn't have to go there. Like, come on, be nice.
At the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, Guardiola's still relevant. I don't know where Mourinho's at. So
basically, because you for what it's worth, how much worth is it that I came closest to this historical manager?
I think
you're still a loser. You're a great loser, but you're still a loser.
But like I said, the first thing I said is kind of like, if it wasn't for Guardiola and this dynasty he's having, bro, Liverpool, like I said, they've been second best this whole time. So like it would have been their dynasty. It's just
if
that
my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bike.
So no, for sure, that's completely valid. But nobody has even been close to Liverpool within that time too. And like, look, they were close to a second Champions League loss, but whatever.
Ricardo, let me ask you this though. For what you just said now, Would you accept that from Barcelona for being his second best?
No,
Real
because
Madrid?
you're not understanding what I'm saying.
No,
I'm
but
saying
would
that,
you accept it as a
no,
Barcelona
because
fan?
you're the premise of your question makes no sense, because I said that Liverpool fans haven't been, as a club, haven't been successful since 2005. So anything club gives them is the best they have gotten in so long. So they're in a position not to complain. Barcelona has been successful regardless of any manager that's been there, other than maybe.
So
what's-
Liverpool has been a loser since 2005, so it doesn't matter if they're a loser now. That's basically what you're saying.
That, though, you're missing the point again. The point is that Liverpool fans won't put any pressure on Klopp because this is the best results they have had in God knows how long.
Oh, sure, they should be grateful for winning anything, right?
Well, technically, yes, because they haven't won anything. Like, am I wrong? Like, what?
That's what it is, though.
Yeah, it is what it is. They're not going to put pressure on him because he's given them the
Damn.
Champions League. He's given them the
Damn.
coveted Premier League they've had. Obviously, they
But also,
want-
sorry, I'll just interject, Fuzzy. Why would I give Ricardo to an extent is that you also have to put those things into context. I know it's like, if it was like Klopp was second, but like 20 points behind Pep, then he'd be like, okay, what the hell? But the closeness has been like very close. Like last season, it was last day of the season. A couple of 2 seasons, it was 2 points. So I think in that respect, it's like with Liverpool fans, it's not, oh my goodness, within a second. It's that like we have been really, 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 really close.
But you lost, but you came second still.
I know. But the point is like, what manager can you get? Let's say hypothetically, what manager can you get from the road, as Ricardo said, that can make you a point closer?
I think that's the crux of it, because this is the best it's gonna get for Liverpool. Not in terms of you never win the league again, but in the sense that no manager that you get is going, unless you're gonna get into Pep's head. Like you need prime Mourinho because you need Pep to drop his level. You're not gonna get a manager who's gonna get more points than Klopp, but you need a manager to get into his head.
Prime Mourinho is Pep's kryptonite. Prime Mourinho is Pep's kryptonite.
Well, not really, because he didn't invest them in Spain. But anyways,
yeah, I think he did. I think he did.
No, he did. Well, one league title.
Ricardo, why are you so salty? Why are you so salty, bro?
Why
are you so salty?
What happened in the
sent him packing. He sent him packing.
What happened? Hold on. Like, what happened in 2011, the semifinals in the Champions League?
Oh yeah. Ricardo, how many years was Mourinho and Pep?
I think it was 3 years.
10, 11. Wasn't it 10, 11, 11, 12? Wasn't that it?
Yeah, 10, 11, and 12. Yeah.
No. He won the Champions League with Inter in 2010.
Yeah.
Went to Rumoured, so 2010, 11, and 2011, 12. It was just 2 years.
No. Was it 2 years? I thought it was 10.
Yeah,
probably.
So it was only 2 years. 1 year he lost it, 1 year he won it, and Pep ran away. You can't.
Yeah, but he also
ran away.
He dunked on him in the Champions League. Are we forgetting that?
No, but he made him run away.
But Pep had hair, bro.
It doesn't matter.
Like a little fairy.
He still dunked on him 5-0. Like it is what it is. The last point I want to make is that I think Liverpool messed up by not keeping both Salah and Mane in terms of keeping them competitive in the Premier League. Because I think if you had, they lost Mane, so that's going to hurt a lot. But had they kept Mane and lost Salah, it would have still hurt a lot anyways, because one's your volume scorer. And when I'm looking at the talent they have, Jota massively inconsistent. Darwin Nunez, man, I have no idea. And then who's going to replace Salah? No idea. Their midfield, to me, is not very convincing. Their defense is great. I will always give Liverpool that. But I think the next generation of people who are going to take over Liverpool, to be honest, it doesn't look so bright. But if there's any manager who can take them to that level, I think Klopp is probably the guy. But we'll have to wait and see for that.
Actually, wait, let me come to Vader again. So, Vader, look, Klopp, your closest challengers and stuff like that, and they've forced you into the last day of the season. So forth, man. Do you feel that Klopp is under pressure to try to beat up on Pep?
He should be. He should be, because the words that come out of his mouth are best this, best that, best this, best that. So if you have the best and you're not delivering, you should be under pressure, because why are we supplying you with all of these bests? Man, Michael, the PR for this guy and this club, oh my gosh. Underdogs shouldn't deliver, shouldn't be expected to compete. it's a 2-team race. This City's probably going to win it. No, man. I don't want to hear that. I want this rivalry to be, we're going at it. We've got the bodies. You've got the bodies. We're going at it. Not it's cities. Because then if we win, we get no credit for it. If you guys win, whoa, you've done the impossible. It's my little guy. I don't like the talks. Klopp should be under pressure because he's put together a fantastic team. He's got amazing talent. I'm not gonna be the ones to easily forget or have amnesia with this quad pursuit that happened last season. You don't go from having a team of that quality to then the next season conceding it to City. I don't care what the transfer window's been like or who we may be acquiring. No, it's going to be us two going at it again. And the man signed a contract extension. So the fact that he did that, we believe in you, Klopp. Come and deliver. Delivering's not coming second. It can't be. So you guys were, and I know I was off camera, maybe because a City fan wasn't here. You guys were taking it light on him, but no, Liverpool should be under pressure because you guys would put the same pressure under your manager if it was the same situation. Am I lying?
It's fair. No, for me, I think. Look, I like that your underdog comparison because for me, no, it is a rivalry, and you both guys should go at it. City have spent a lot, so have Liverpool. And Liverpool spent big on Nunez, and you're betting big on Nunez. Nobody forced you to put 60 million on him, but you put 60 million on him, so that's big. So I do look for me like at the end of the day, it's all about winning. Like I'm a Wikipedia merchant. So I don't. There isn't credit in losing well or almost winning. Oh my gosh, we almost won. No, you lost. It's like Eric. It's like those clown-ass Chelsea fans who say, "Man, we made 2 finals." Yeah, but that dude, Mason Mount, lost us both of them. So if you lose them and you end up with nothing, that's all Wikipedia will remember. And I'm sorry, I'm a Wikipedia merchant, and Wikipedia doesn't record second place or guys who almost won. They only record the winners, man. So,
yeah, again, you don't want to be remembered. Yeah, you can hear it. I know all in the comments, you can hear it. I'm North American. You can hear it in the accent. So I'm going to bring up a basketball analogy. You don't want to be part of the Jordan era. You don't want to be, you didn't win during this era, right? And I get it. Klopp's won twice. He won the EPL. He won the Champions League, not taking anything away from it. But when you talk about eras, from a confidence standpoint, from a legacy standpoint, you know Klopp wants more. You know the fan base wants more. They all want more, but the way they talk is they underplay it. They tone things down. That irks the heck out of me. Own it.
All right, let me take some quick debates, man. Shout your boy Alps. Big up Yassier for keeping it real on Don Laporta. Oh,
I said he's a genius for a reason.
Yeah.
The guy is a genius, man.
Sasko Aliyu. Barca will swap Frankie for Silva in the 90th hour.
It's going to happen, bro.
I'll slit my throat.
Wait, hold on. Like, is that a get out Jordan Peele situation I see in the AVI, or is she mixed race?
No, she looks mixed race. Looks kind of bad too.
HH, why are you judging, man?
I'm just saying, man. You know, shout out to my black sisters out there, man. All right. So, Badass says, if Barca add Koundé, Christensen, and Azpilicueta with the rest of the defense, will the bad defense get a little bit better? And how many clubs have a better defensive lineup? Well, Chelsea for one. They have a better one.
Yeah, Malang Sarr.
I never mentioned Malang
Yeah,
Sarr.
Chelsea's looking pretty good. Chelsea's looking pretty good.
I never mentioned Malang Sarr. No,
Yeah,
but
we're
look,
coming to
Especially with the addition of Kim
relax.
HH, you know what?
Chelsea's got Delay. Chelsea's got Koundé.
Welcome to Chelsea. Welcome to Chelsea. And Eric, only Eric will be allowed to speak for the Chelsea segment.
I need to speak before Eric. I need to speak before
Okay,
Eric.
that's screaming, by the way.
Before Eric, before you go.
Okay, no, Barca's defense, it will improve. Like, I wouldn't rate Barca's defense high, but Koundé,
Of course you would. You don't rate anything Barcelona.
HH, you know what? So one of the funniest things I saw on Twitter was as soon as the whole Koundé thing got done and finalized, Jared Romero tweeted us like, I know people are not gonna believe this, but Barcelona closed the side of Azpilicueta, but I couldn't stop laughing, bro. After that situation, bro, and Chelsea still allow Azpilicueta to go to Barcelona, bro.
Yeah,
Man.
Aspi is their captain, right?
Let him go. Let him go, man.
Is Aspi
Yeah,
is
look,
call it like
let
the
him
captain?
Koulibaly is the captain, man. Casey, shout out to boy Casey. Mark my words, Bellingham is another hype job.
Casey, be quiet, mute your mic, bro. Get out of here, bro. Jude Bellingham is that dude, bro. He's
Well,
a real dude.
no, because
He's
we
the
also
real
talked about Sancho. Let me see Jude Bellingham not in the Bundesliga, then I
Wait,
can
but
judge.
Sancho's a baller. Sancho's a baller.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Wait,
He's Dortmund captain, right?
the same Sancho that was balling last year for United under Ragnarok.
The whole club was a mess. The whole club was a mess.
But HH, you saw it with your own
Hold
eye
up,
when he was
Casey,
doing it.
hold up. Casey, 4 major trophies gets compared to Fergie and Pep. Oh, I think
Who's he
maybe
talking
he's
about?
relating to Klopp, I think.
Klopp,
He's relating to
yeah.
Klopp.
I mean,
Shout out to your boy Adams, man. Trying to think of the top Adams. Liverpool are in a rude awakening this season. They brought in a
bend down, select, and
bend down, select Andy Carroll to replace a gunman like Mane. A wise man once said, "A coach can't perform magic. Spurs are here." Woo! We'll get Spurs, man. Look, this is what I've always said. If Charles Darwin doesn't pop off, I fear for Liverpool.
no, it's.
I
I feel like it's. I believe it's kind of arrogant from Liverpool to expect to expect that they're going to be okay without Sadio Mane. I think that's very arrogant.
Let's see what happens. Let's see
Yeah,
what happens.
I mean, they're gonna be depressed. Like they have to try to be optimistic.
Nah, man, like come on, at least try to replace Sadio Mane with
They
a
did.
like
Well,
player,
Justin,
bro.
they replaced him in January. Remember, Diaz was supposed to be a summer signing.
How many goals had this guy scored?
No,
Like
but
the
I'm
guy
just-
doesn't
I'm
score
just-
goals.
I'm not saying
Wait.
he's good enough. I'm
Well,
saying
Mane-
that was their plan. That was
Wait,
their
hold
plan.
on.
It
So,
doesn't
Tom,
seem to have high output anyway.
so wait, Tom, I'm a Liverpool fan. Yes, Liverpool should have one more, but I don't see any other manager in the world that can compete with Pep on the same level. And I think that's the key thing that we said is that, look, I have never said, no, anybody that says sack Klopp, you're mad. Klopp is an amazing manager and
Yeah,
so
he
forth.
is.
But I just think that I never like being in a position to praise losers. Because even if you come close and everything, for me, losing is losing. Whether you get silver, bronze, or nothing, you still lost. And also, the worst way to lose is when you come so close. That's the worst way to lose. At least lose badly. Don't lose when you're so close. That's worse. I'd rather lose badly than come close.
So you
because
rather
coming
lose
close-
A2. You rather lose A2.
Yes.
I'll give you an example. When Usain Bolt won,
That's crazy.
broke the world record first time, he was.
I agree with him though.
Nobody talks about. Nobody even thinks about everyone else who came second, third, whatever. It was like he was clear.
Yeah.
When he broke it in with 9:58, I don't know if you remember. I see this all the time. Tyson Gay also got a national race,
yeah.
971, and he's on the camera just mad. He's just like, I can't believe because you were so close, you were so great, yet you still lost. When
But that- yeah.
No. Nick's perfect. No, see, here's my thing though. What will keep you more up at night? Where you came so close, or how you also go thrashed? What will stay with you is, my gosh, I was so close. No, put it this way. Let's just keep it with Champions League. Like in the UCL final, when like Valencia lost to Real Madrid 3-0. Okay, you lost 3-0. Bayern Munich in 1999. It's 90th minute, you're winning. In the 90th minute, you're winning. And in 2 minutes in injury time, not only did you not stop winning, you freaking lost the whole thing here.
100%.
That's
I
worse.
think it's easier to say that after the end. I think
No,
if you're
no,
down
but
like
Ricardo-
if you're down 3-0 in the middle of a game, you kind of just want it to end.
No, but Ricardo, like I 100% will agree with what Half Up is saying. It's a notion. It's like that notion where like everyone's saying you're good, everyone's saying you're great, but still you're not good enough. Like your best is not that's the problem with Liverpool. Liverpool's best is not good enough. That's the reality they live in, man.
Okay, now you guys are having me step in.
This is
No,
like
it's
Chelsea
true
guys
though.
are
Like
living in
they're-
it.
at their very best,
Let me finish
they're
this.
still
Let
not
me
the
finish
best.
this. Okay, so football breakdown, man. Mane is more than goals. Nunez cannot match his pressing output. Watch the tape. Going to be really sad when Bayern knocks out Liverpool in the UCL. That would, bro. If Mane drops like a 2-piece or a hat, in the words of Ricardo, on Liverpool, that would call.
Are
They
we
can
gonna
meet in the
keep
group
the,
stage.
are we gonna keep the same energy if Salah drops a Hattie on Bayern?
Why? What's the
Yeah.
What
What's
does
the
that mean?
significance of
Yeah,
that? Yeah.
because Ricardo, stop it, man.
there's a crazy bias against one and the other.
Oh, Ricardo,
No, but
get
what,
lost,
what,
man.
what,
Ricardo,
what's
get
Salah
lost.
got to
Shut
do
up.
with Bayern?
Yeah.
If Salah's got
No,
on
no.
Chelsea, then maybe, but it's nothing to do with.
No, because we keep talking about like, oh, Mane is like second Jesus for Liverpool, and
This
then,
is-
oh, you better show up.
Salah is better than Mane. That's it. Like, not
No.
He's better.
What
I don't
happens
know
if what happens if Werner drops a Hattie against Barcelona?
Timothy Muntu. Timothy Muntu.
I'm finished, man. I'm finished.
Klopp has to get the Infinity Stone and erase Pep. It's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. Casey, Finland neighbored USSR last time Liverpool were good.
No, because Liverpool were good 2 seasons ago. So, Casey, you're wrong, and stop being a hater, and stop. This guy, man, he will never get over corner taken quickly.
No, he will. It's still hot.
Actually,
It's still hot.
Michael,
Hold on.
we have PTSD from that.
Wait,
I
Casey.
know.
So
Casey will never let that go.
So Uncle Moo was 3 years. There we go. Lost to Tito and Klopp 4-0.
Yeah, my question was it 2 years with Pep? Not how long was he at Real
That's
Madrid?
it was how much was it with Pep? Barry, shout out to all you folks in the panel. Much love, man. Much love to you, bro. Much love to you. Eric and Eddie.
Right. Let me. I need to set.
Yo.
Red RDS, you're not
Sure.
you're not a Chelsea.
No.
I don't know what. I don't know.
No. I know.
Wait.
I'm not a Chelsea fan, but I think it's important that as we go into this
RDS, if you play a receipt, I'm throwing you out of this.
No,
panel. So
it's not, okay. It's
This-
an education.
This is an official show. Receipts are for the wicked. Wait till Lotman refract.
It's an
You
educational.
start playing receipts, I'll throw you out.
It's an educational receipt, though. HH. It's an educational one. Education is important.
Eddie.
You know that.
Sorry, Eric, let me come first. So Eric.
I love school.
No,
man.
RDS, no. Eric. Tuchel.
Tommy T.
Eric, man. Are you worried about this upcoming season, man? How worried are you about this upcoming season, man? I mean, look, Sterling looked okay, but we did play against the Watford rejects from Udinese. But because this is about Tuchel. Like, is Tuchel under pressure, or because the ball is around, he can do whatever the heck he wants? What should we be expecting of Tuchel? Because people say that, wait a minute, he's already had his season. Thomas Tuchel, he's not really had his target. So what should we expect? Because Eric, bro, top 4, that's trash, bro. Expecting top 4, that's trash.
Is N'Golo
That's
Kante
trash.
now
Yes,
your number 10?
yes, you speak
I just wanna
fluently, so
know.
shut up. Eric, can you talk to me, man?
Okay. If Kante is fit for most of the season, we might be able to expect more than top 4. But if not, then forget it.
Whoa! More than we say more than top 4. What does that mean? Does that mean third? Or does that mean the title? I'm not sure what we're going.
First.
with.
We might be able to expect more than top 4.
What does that
Um,
mean? What does that
No. Let
It
Eric.
means
Eric
it means
just have to
whatever you
respond.
think it means. It means what you think it means.
So Eric, you just
you-
said
you-
you're gonna win the league if N'Golo Kante is fit.
If Kante is fit for maybe like 70%, 80% of the season, then maybe we can expect more than top
No,
4.
cool. But Eric, here's the thing.
Oh, Eric, come on, Eric, please.
No, hold
No,
on.
but
Eric.
we know.
Drop the brick.
No. Eric, should
Eric,
we be
Eric,
judging
please.
Tuchel? Eric, should we be judging Tuchel?
Yeah, of course,
Because-
yeah.
So there we go. Because people say, "Oh, wait, no." Is this a season where we say, "No, no ifs, no excuses. You have to now deliver," or can he still say, "Well, I asked for targets. I'm not been able to get my targets, so no, you should be blaming Todd Bowley and this board who not be able to give me my targets." How much blame should we be on him as to whether he has all the players that he has?
Okay, so he has 2 signings. I think the summer is already better than last summer. If you compare Sterling and Koulibaly with who, I'm not even going to call his name, and Saul, then I don't know. It's already an upgrade. So for me, Tuchel has been backed, at least a little bit. And who knows, man? For me, it's still a rebuild. I don't know anyone. Like, I'm being realistic, so it's a rebuild. But top 4, anything below top 4 is a problem. Tuchel might have to Yeah, but look, top four. I think we'll get top four. Maybe we'll win a trophy. Who knows? But I'm going to say this again. If Kante is available for most of the season, we can do something.
No. Kante is our most important player.
Kante is like people think try and I don't know.
Eric,
Maybe people forgot how good.
Eric, a part of your fan base wanted him sold. A large part of your fan base wanted him sold.
People forgot how good Kante is. A special player. So maybe unless you forgot, you think I'm cracking a joke or something. I'm very serious. If Kante is available for most of the season, we can do something. Honestly, we can.
The reality is, Eric, Kante hasn't been the same since.
No, that's my point. That's my
carried him in the
no.
Nick's relax.
Nick's calm down. Nick's calm down. Come on.
Food poisoning.
That's the truth.
Look, Kante hasn't been fit. That's the main problem. He hasn't been available. He's injury prone right now. So yeah, hopefully he improves. Hopefully we see that fitness improve. But most likely it's not going to happen.
So basically, like before I come to Eddie, so Eric, Tuchel is under no fear of being sacked at any point this season, unless things are really extreme.
He won't get sacked he won't get sacked because the team will never be in a position where you have to consider him getting sacked. He's too for me, when people question Tuchel, it's very interesting to me because
but he's a better cup manager than a league manager though. He's very good in cups.
That's easy to say though, but look at the team we have. When is the last time we've been a good league team, right? Can you remind me the last time? Under Conte, under Sarri? Yeah, exactly. 2017 was the last time we were good in the league, and that's when we won the league last. Since then, we've been averaging 70 points. That tells you something. It's not just about the money. We had Conte the season after. We finished 5th, and we won the FA Cup.
But Eric, the fact that you got a new owner, a lot when owners come in, look at, give example, Abramovich. When he came in, Ranieri wasn't doing a bad job. You got to a semi-final against Monaco in the Champions League. You finished 2nd in the league, and he still sacked him. Now we know that's Abramovich's mantra. He likes to sack managers, but he wanted to bring in his own man, despite the progression that Ranieri made. I don't think it has to be that bad for Todd Bowley to say, "I want my own man," just because you want to make your impression as the new owner.
That's fair, but at the same time, I think that was before we won the Champions League. So Roman was really trying to win that first Champions League, which is why he just kept chopping and changing. But I think after that, things changed a tiny bit. Obviously, we're still sacking managers, but for me, I keep saying it's not even that it's not that bad. It's not that big a deal sacking managers. Other teams do it all the time, but you have to have some kind of idea. If you sack managers and you don't have a director of football, then what are you doing? What is the style of play happening? Where's the continuity? There's no continuity. That's the main problem we've had. So for me, sacking managers is not the issue. The issue is you sack managers, and the way we play is mainly based on the managers we appoint.
No, but
it keeps changing.
So a bit of breaking news, and then I want to come to Ed with this. But just ask this to you, Eric. When I hear as Timo Werner, the Antichrist and a Russian spy, apparently he wants to go to Red Bull Leipzig, back to Leipzig, and is willing to take a pay cut. Eric, how important is it that we get this bomber spy out of this club?
Okay, did you watch the game? I think it's yesterday. It's yesterday or it's early morning. Did you watch the game not too long ago, a few hours ago?
Oh, you mean against Udinese?
Yeah. Did you see how the team played? With people who can actually control a ball. It
flowed a lot better. Yes,
it wasn't too bad. So for me, Villa needs to find a solution. And the sooner that happens, the better. I'm going to say it again. It's ironic that he wants to leave and he's unhappy. Because I've been unhappy for a long time watching this guy. So yeah, look, the sooner the better, man.
Eddie, talk to me, man. I was about to say the Tuchel, Thomas Tuchel.
No, be free, HH. Be free.
Thomas Jeremiah Tuchel. Arteta, you'll speak up to Eddie. Relax. Eddie, talk to me, man. I mean, Tuchel, what do you expect from this dude, man?
What do I expect, or what do Chelsea fans expect?
You forget those bombers, Chelsea fans.
Chelsea fans on the street.
Oh, forget those guys.
They want him to create a whole new system, change information, buy players, sell players, teach Mason Mount how to be creative, give Timo Werner a first touch, give Kante new knees, make Thiago Silva younger by 5 years. Yeah, like How many things can this guy do for God's sake? For God's sake, yeah. But yeah, Timo Werner's a good start. Get him out the club. um, he's unhappy and wants to go. I've been unhappy for how many months? 24 months. Jesus Christ, man. Hey, don't bring that to Chelsea shit here, man. But what do we expect from Thomas Tuchel this season? Look, I said on the Talking Tactics pod the other day, I said his days here are numbered at this point. And it's no fault of his own. I said it when Roman put the club up for sale. American owners don't mess about, man. When they come in, they clear house. Look at the board. They told Marina and Peter Cech to pack up real quick within a couple of days. Like, don't give me this bullshit that they resigned. They were told, get out. So Tuchel, it's coming from. The only thing is they haven't got the structure up at the board level yet. And once that gets sorted out, Tuchel's on borrowed time, my guy. So he should enjoy the vibes this season. The thing is, once poor results start coming up, I think he might be gone before the end of the World Cup, unfortunately, if Chelsea don't have a good start to the season. But for me, he's on borrowed time. He's not got too long left, unless he can work miracles this season, but most fans expect.
Don't you think that's because it's a new regime and so forth? This year is okay. In our first year, let's balance the books, look at the finances. Unless the team is really horrible, if Chelsea are 5th or 6th, the focus for Bowley is first year, let's just sort things out, make sure that everything is financially good. Then we can now start to say next year. So this could actually be like a buyer. Or do you feel like because Bowley, these guys are new, they'll be like, all right, if you're not good, let's bring in our own manager.
Yeah, look, and the way it's happened now, Tuchel's been set up to fail, right? Because take out Sterling and Koulibaly, it's the same squad he took over like 2 years ago. It's literally the same squad.
Eddie,
yeah.
Tuchel set himself up to fail by turning down Koundé. You had it in the
okay. Yeah, of course.
And he withdrew from it. And then
let's face it. He didn't turn down Koundé. It's all PR, bro. Like, it's all PR.
Why would Monchi lie? Whatever the guy's name is, like, he got no reason to lie.
But look at what Monchi said. Monchi said something about Chelsea had an offer, came in, then stopped negotiating on the Thursday, and the next day Barca came with an offer.
Yeah.
But if you look at what the ITKs were saying, they were saying Koundé told Chelsea that he wanted Barcelona based on the conversation how with Xavi. So he knew something was coming from Barcelona. That's why he done that. So Chelsea are trying to cover themselves up.
That's more cool than Tuchel. Come on, bro. Come on.
Let's get out of here, man. Chelsea are trying to cover themselves up here. Where Chelsea went for Nathan Ake, and you want to talk about Koundé is too small. Shut up, man. I'm not buying that whole nonsense. But yeah, look, it's one of those things where Tuchel. The reason why I say he's been set up to fail is the fact that it's the same squad from 2 years ago he took over. Yeah, he's a victim of the Champions League that he won. Yep. He failed last season in terms of the people he brought in. You can argue whether Lukaku was a Tuchel signing or a Marina signing or whatever, or Saul, right? He failed last season. You could have got in Koundé and Tchouaméni last season for cheap, right?
Could have.
That could be Marina's fault or it could be Tuchel's fault. Now you're coming into this season, you get a new owner literally a month before the window opens. You've got to start negotiating with all these clubs with a man who knows nothing about European football. You're setting yourself up to fail there. And you put Tuchel in charge, he's got to prepare the squad. He's giving you a list of players he needs, and you also need to get players out. Because that's another thing we're not talking about enough. Chelsea needs to get players out. And owners around Europe are just messing around with Bowley. Didn't this guy have a 1 hour or something meeting with Barcelona? Traveled down to Barcelona to have a chat with them, and guess what happened after that meeting? They started picking all his targets like that. It's like he went there and was like,
Eddie, hold on. Are you saying that Bowley is conspiring against us?
It's like he went to Barcelona and was like, yeah, so I'm going to go for this guy. You guys take him so I look good, you know? But look, tell me why he had a 1 hour meeting or whatever meeting he had with Barcelona.
Because you know what, Eric? You know, Eric, they're having a debate whether it's actually football or soccer That was the hour debate. That was what was going on there. So and who knows? Who knows? So, go on.
He came back to England and put on a bloody Met Gala for all the 19
For
other.
all the
That's messed up. He had a meal. I'm the only guy that's allowed to have meals. No one else allowed to have a meal apart from me, bro.
Instead of getting players for the squad, this guy is sending the Chelsea squad to fucking Disneyland or something, having fun and playing table tennis. And bro, I saw more extracurricular activities than football. Like, god damn, man. Checking out Dodger Stadium,
No,
all this extra stuff.
But Eddie, so you're saying that Tuchel's aim isn't to win the league, that Liverpool and that Pep and Klopp are too far ahead. It's to come top 4. Because Eddie, top 4, that's trash, man. Come on, Chelsea don't do top 4. That's trash.
As it is now, Chelsea need at least 4 or 5 players to even maintain top 4, in my opinion. Yeah. Chelsea need 4 or 5 players to maintain top 4. Let's
come on,
Eric, slow him down. Eric, slow him down.
Look.
Eric, stop speaking facts, bro.
Eric,
no, hold on.
Facts, bro.
Eric, stop.
No,
Eric, don't
Eddie's
give me
on
this
point right
delusional
now.
bullshit,
Eddie's
man.
on
Don't give me.
point, bro.
Let's talk proper ball here. I'm
said
still
4,
seeing.
5.
Look, let's be honest. It's 2022, and I'm still seeing Mason Mount line up as a winger. Are you drunk?
Eddie, this is
Eric,
what
Eric,
Chelsea
this is a
fans
fact,
tell us that his favorite
Wait.
best position is 8.
Bro,
Doesn't matter how many
No,
goals,
Eric,
bro.
How does that make any sense?
Mount as an attacker, a main attacker, that can't fly, bro.
No,
He's
but
not
HH
an attacker. He's not
Chelsea
an
fans
attacker.
tell
I
me.
haven't-
Chelsea fans tell me. My brother's a Chelsea fan. My cousin's a Chelsea fan. My father's a Chelsea fan. They
Then why are
tell
you a United
me.
fan, bro?
They tell me.
Yes,
they
you're a Chelsea fan, bro.
Nah,
Stop being an
relax,
anomaly.
Relax, bro. Nah, bro. So they tell me Mason, my best position is an 8. I never seen him play there. I've never seen him play
That's
there.
because we play back 5.
Thank you. Every
You
time
play
I
5 back
mention
5.
this, I get attacked with, "Oh, that's not his best position." No, put him in his best position. He
No,
can't
hold
even
on.
bench Kovacic and
Can I-
Kante on one
no.
knee.
Can I
Like,
just
come
stop you there?
on.
Can I stop you there? Look.
Eric.
Mount is not how am I gonna put this? He's a good player, okay? He's a good player. And I'm not going to agree with this, this thing that you can't criticize him because he's not in his best position. That's fair. But at the same time, we don't play a back 3, right? So if you're not playing him in his best position, which is in a back, in a 4-3-3, then where else is it going to fit? It's on Tuchel. If you want to blame anybody, blame Tuchel for playing this guy over and over as a winger, like you said, as an attacker. He should be on the bench, right? And somebody else should be in that position.
Yeah.
So, somebody else should be playing instead of Mount so that we don't keep focusing on targeting Mount. Because at the end of the day, Mount is still one of our highest. He still scored the most goals in the league last season.
That's a
big problem. So what's everybody else doing? He's
What
still.
was the tally? What was the most goals? How many?
I'm not sure. I think it was
I
10. I think it was 10. I'm not sure. I don't know, man.
Oof. All right.
My point is, this squad has a lot of issues, right? We need a creative midfielder. We need a striker. We need a winger. We need a left back. In my opinion, I don't know what Chilwell's going to come back like this season. I don't know what's going to come back like. I'm not trying to take that risk, man. And I'm seeing Alonso and Emerson starting the last couple of games. I haven't seen Chilwell since what game? Was it the Charlotte Hornets game? I know they're not Charlotte Hornets, but whatever.
Eddie, you know what?
On,
I think Red Devil, Yasir, and Neeks are doing a disservice here. The three of them know the importance of having a tidy, well-kept, well-managed house to allow for productivity to happen on the pitch.
That is true.
You know what I mean? And they're kind of quiet. They know that Chelsea's in disarray right now. Too many things are up in the air. The foundation isn't sound. So how are you going to expect success on the pitch?
Exactly. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting at.
When I can speak, I'll have an answer to that.
That's what I'm talking about. Where there are a lot of things that Bowley is doing at the moment. I think Chelsea's payroll or staff numbers have been cut down like drastically from what I saw recently. I think they've gone down from like 18 people down to 4 or 5 at the moment. They're still trying to put people in places up in the board, and you're trying to buy players at the same time. And Tuchel's trying to get the squad ready. I can count 35 players that Chelsea still have, and you need to register 25. Not to mention, he wants to sign 4 more. That's 40. How do you get 40 down to 20, 25? The maths is not mathing.
Barca they can't even register, man.
This ain't FIFA transfer market where I sell 15 players on deadline day. Yeah, this is real life, people.
Eddie,
So-
the problem is, and I'm not saying that Marina was great. I'm not even saying she
Oh,
was good.
she
Yeah.
wasn't.
But when you make such a overhaul during the transfer market, regardless of whether they were good, bad, or indifferent, it's bound to have this effect, because there's just certain things that you just say, you know what, let's just let it run its course through the summer and cut the heads after. You're making the change. You got a new owner a month before the transfer window starts. Now you got a new transfer strategy, and obviously director of the transfers being Todd Bowley.
Yeah.
During the transfer window, because the transfer window had actually started before that happened, because it was obviously over the Lukaku thing, and it's like everyone is now learning on this job, and it's coming right back to bite Chelsea. Like, it's not. Todd Woodward is struggling. He's struggling.
That's why I say it's inexperience, right? Because this guy doesn't know how the European market works. It's inexperience. He's coming and gone. You know what? Chelsea, the name Chelsea should carry weight. American owners, money's coming in. Players should be able to come
you
here.
need a guy
But
in there, man.
This guy's getting his pants pulled down by Barcelona, who don't even have no money. Yeah, this guy's don't know where the next meal's coming from, but they are here spending.
No. I think Eddie, you hit the nail on the head. Is that look? Todd Bowley, it doesn't matter whether you've had experience with the Lakers, Sparks, or whatsoever. This is a totally different beast, a completely different beast from American sports. And I think what you're seeing happening, look, you've been lubricated in transfer markets. And I think that you're just not savvy enough to be able to know how to get some of these deals done, which is very different to where you've now come from. And the reality is, bro, that Chelsea team needs a major, complete revamp. It needs a huge revamp, because if Chelsea go into that new season with that team, and look at how Tottenham have re-upped, look at the kind of guys that these guys have bought, bro, because you can't go into the season where Sterling is now your main guy, and you're hoping for Man to be
2022. Havertz cannot be a striker in 2022. I'm sorry. I like Havertz. Yeah, he's a decent player, but if he's your striker in 2022, you got problems.
Look, Broja has to be good, man. Broja has to start games instead of this guy.
Eric Broja.
There's nobody else. There's nobody
Eric
else.
Broja.
Yeah, Broja. Yeah, I said you heard me. I said Broja. Broja. Sorry, his name is Broja.
Eric Broja.
Broja.
Broja. Eric, I said his name is Broja. His name. I'm calling him Broja. Broja. Look, RDS.
Okay, no, hold on. Who's a better striker? Who's a better striker? Tell me
Eric,
who the better
go
striker
out and get a better. Eric, I'm not starting a season with Broja as the main guy. I'm not. Eric, I'm not going into a season with Broja as the main striker.
This
Eric,
is what I don't get with Chelsea fans. I'm hearing Levi Cole. I'm hearing Gallagher. I'm hearing Broja.
Now,
Look,
Ethan Lampard.
it's a rebuild. It's a rebuild, man.
Broja, Colwell,
Billy G.
Eric, what thing they do?
Eric needs some Ibo and Shire, man.
Look, I'm not saying.
Now,
okay, Broja. Tell your guy Todd B to sign those players. Tell him to sign the players.
Look, Eric, please don't give me that Broja nonsense, man.
That's what we're talking about. But I'm mentioning Havertz, and man mentions Broja. Like,
no, but he's a better striker.
Speak on my favorite London team, man.
It's a whole record. No, Eric, I'm trying to beat Pep and Liverpool to a title, and you're coming up with Broja.
Isn't
Eric,
Eric,
how could you open your rotten mouth
and
say Broja? Eric, I'm trying to win a title, and you open your rotten mouth to come and say Broja. Now what?
Hey, HH, we got Gallagher midfield. Don't worry.
Artists, I beg go, please.
I was just saying, is Dubai available? That's an option, isn't it? So,
I'll take the pie, to be honest, man.
You guys still got Batshuayi as well.
I would take the pie.
I would take the pie.
They got
if it's between the Depay and Broja, or some freaking West London orphan who they left by some steps at Hammersmith. Get out of here, man. Artists, talk about the UCL, the legitimate UCL champions, man.
Bro, you know what? Coming into the stream, I was feeling very nostalgic, man. Because you remember, like, I think it was a few months back. We used to do those Friday shows together.
I don't remember.
You sure don't remember? No, we had some nice banter and stuff like that. You give me on like, yo.
I have acute insomnia.
And we do stuff, you know. So it was very. So I was like, you know, so going into this thing, I was like, you know, geez, you know, I remember when you used to just grill me about United winning a trophy for 6 years, and then you would often talk about how, you know, Chelsea Football Club are one of the best football clubs in the world, right?
There is no greater project in world football than Chelsea. We have the best young talent in the world. We have a guy in Kai Havertz who could be the next Kaka or Dennis Bergkamp. We have one of the best all-round midfield. We have one of the best all-round midfielders in Kante. We have one of the most advanced managerial minds in your boy Tommy T. So when you put all those things into account and so forth, I won the UCL, I won the Premier League, I won the FA Cup, I won every single trophy. See, Eric, if you give me Kunde,
I mean, it might still not be enough, but that's a good start. That's a good start.
It's a good start.
Yeah, for sure. For me, Kunde will be successful.
The Mount Killing Man Jaro. He showed up. The English Messi showed up, guy.
Oh my god.
So
no. So HH, just tell them you on crack that day. You done some lines, you know, smoke some.
Eddie, you can't it's me. A voice can be doctored, so.
So that, I mean, to be fair, that last bit, like I said, I felt nostalgic. So that last bit,
the English Messi.
God. The last line did throw me off a little bit. So, for all the grief you've been giving Eric on the last couple of days, like I just thought this was a shout out to you, Eric, man. I thought, you know what, you had a brick takes, but the true brick is up here, man. The true brick is up here, man. You know, so
thank you.
So RDS, thanks for that receipt. Are you done?
No, I'm this is why I should have gone at the start to put everything in context. That's why I was trying to put things in context. So, first of all, Bates, I hope that answers your question, by the way, about, you know, Chelsea. I hope exactly. So that answers it. So this is what I'm saying. So you can't go from like English Messi and Mount Kilimanjaro and etc. to, you know, we've got no chance, etc. There's always a chance for Chelsea FC in the Premier League. Come on, HH, it's there. It is there. I think the issue with Chelsea Football Club right now is the fact that, let's be honest, let's give it context.
Sorry to cut you. Look, how these guys don't even you guys don't even watch Broja, so let's not even go there. They haven't even watched this guy.
Wait, what?
Eric, relax. Eric, relax.
Let RDS go, man.
Artists, please talk.
It's still not as bad as anyway. English Messi, but that's.
Artists, I think we've moved past that stage.
I don't know. I found it quite difficult to move past that when I heard it.
Okay, thank you.
But putting that to one side, like at the end of the day, fundamentally, like Chelsea, you have to always take these things into context. The sanctions with Putin, the change in ownership. So clearly, all of those things behind the scenes had an impact on Chelsea Football Club. Let's keep it a stack. On top of that, like you look at the background stuff of like Thomas Tuchel, and I think he's going through divorce. You know, like now I think he's with some new Brazilian chick and laying pipe or whatever on a Brazilian beach. But shout out to him.
Brazilian scouting. Don't worry.
Yeah. You know,
Project Neymar. Project Neymar. Don't worry.
No. It's not Project Neymar. It's Nene. Get it right, please. Nene, guys. Nene. Okay, Nene coming to Chelsea. Hopefully. So I don't know where it's coming from. But oh my.
Victor, No. I didn't. I think. Okay, let's. Okay. Be brief because Vator's waiting. Be brief.
Okay, Vator. Are you? Can you wait like a minute or two, Vator? Is that okay? Sorry, I'm just these receipts just keep on.
Vator, I apologize for this crap.
So, but like what I'm trying to say ultimately is that like the way you're making it sound like Chelsea are done, finished, pessimistic, etc. I don't think that's the case. Like the transfer window will still be. We still got until September. To be honest, and I've said this several times, this is me being serious actually right now. I don't really get the hype around like Rafinha, Conde, De Ligt, etc. Yes, Chelsea may have missed out on those players, but I don't necessarily think that these players were so well classed they would have massively improved Chelsea FC right now. I think the big issue with Chelsea is actually the lack of a forward and as I think Eric said, a creative midfielder. Because last season, those were the issues. They couldn't create and they couldn't score goals, and they haven't actually solved those issues. But where Chelsea will finish will be more so in relation to how the other teams around them do. Are Arsenal going to pop off and be better, or are they going to flop? And I'm not going to go into the issues with them right now. United are unpredictable. Spurs can be Spurs. So I don't think it's within the realm of reason for Chelsea to have a similar, if not dissimilar, performance to last season. If they maybe strengthen a bit coming towards the end of the transfer window, Tuchel at the end there has still got more experience in the PL right now compared to say Ten Hag, for example. So yeah, I don't think it's all doom and gloom at all. So I just think what needs to happen is that Chelsea fans just need to temper the expectations, not lower them, but temper them. So you don't have that overreaction.
So you're saying that I shouldn't be looking at the title?
No. You can no. What I'm saying is that
yes, just say yes.
I'm not saying that. Like listen. There's levels. There's titles. There's Champions Leagues. There's English Messi. There's levels. But the point is that like it's not that Chelsea cannot challenge City or Liverpool. That's much depending on what they do in the rest of September. It's like what type of football is it that you're expecting? I think that's the key. If you're expecting this like nice, attractive, score goals, fast-paced sort of dynamic football, I don't think you're going to be getting that. Yeah. But maybe a more pragmatic approach, you might still get the same result. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think that's where Chelsea fans need to temper their expectations, the style of football they're going to be playing. I'm done.
Look, I actually disagree with that last point, to be honest.
Okay.
I think the football might improve a little bit, honestly.
Oh
I really do.
Just a little, right? Not too much, just a little.
The consistency, not so much.
Wait,
But,
Eric,
yeah.
in what sense? In what sense will the football improve?
Oh God.
Yeah, I think
Sterling, maybe?
maybe Sterling might help. Maybe just the moving the ball a little bit faster. That would be. I think that was what we should expect.
Okay.
Tiny bit,
This is Eric. Stop, man. Eric, stop.
No, I'm serious.
Because one point RDS made that I just wanted to talk about is Marina set this club up badly. That's something we need to understand here. Yeah, because RDS mentioned something about didn't get the hype around Kunde and all these defenders. This is the thing. When you're thirsty, water tastes like champagne. Yeah, exactly. Because Marina dilly-dallied around Rudiger and Christensen's contracts and ran those down. So we've lost two defenders who were pretty much starting defenders or starter quality defenders. You've got to replace those before you then think about adding to the squad and trying to build on from next season. Chelsea are still behind in that aspect. You've known for a while Aspi and Alonso were trying to leave the club. You did nothing about it. Yeah, you agreed a deal in principle for Aspi to go. And let's not even mention the fact that for the last 5 years, it's just been vibes in terms of the transfers. You're not selling players a project. You're just giving them money. Go to 2020. The project Lampard and Marina sold us was we're trying to get the best young players around Europe. And in 5 years, we'll have their resale value still high. We would have played good football, attractive football. How's that working out for you so far? So that's the problem this season, because if you look at the most successful clubs in the transfer market, your Man Cities, your Arsenals, your Bayerns, they have good structure at the club and they're sending players a project. Barcelona even. We're not saying these projects to be a success, but they actually have something they're selling these players where it's like, yo, come on. The only thing I've seen Chelsea do is offer players money. Oh, how many times have we seen? Oh, the financial package offered by Chelsea is way greater than this other club, but player X decides to stay for 50% less. Like,
No. It's
that's the problem.
There's no
here,
football
man.
direction. There's not. You're not
Yes,
selling them a
not yet.
footballing
Exactly.
philosophy.
Not
And you
yet.
need to replace last season's players before you even think of improving the squad. We're still replacing. Okay, let's say you replace Rudiger. Who's the replacement for Christensen? Don't tell me Levi Cole, man.
No.
So, and then
I'm
we've
not
got to add a
begrudging, man.
midfielder to that. We've got to add an attacker.
Chill,
you
man.
let Lukaku
Go
go.
guys,
You know what's
good,
crazy
man.
though?
You
You know
let
what's
Lukaku
crazy?
Eric,
go.
I can't
You've
win
got
a
to-
trophy with
come on.
the project.
I know.
You know what's crazy? Today's game, I had it on the Chelsea Udinese game, right? And there was a period, there was a like a small moment where Thiago Silva was down and he's getting treatment, and I was like, oh my god! Like even I'm not even. I was looking at that. I was like, oh dear lord, Chelsea are like either 1 or 2 injuries away from their season being a disaster. Like if Chelsea doesn't have no replacement for Chilwell, they don't have a backup left back. They don't have a backup
Oh no,
right
it's
back.
crazy.
They don't have, it's
Wait,
crazy.
hold on. Let me come to Vito, who obviously needs to jet before this. So Vito, talk to me, man.
HH.
Tuchel and Chelsea, man. Keep it
Yeah,
real. Keep it real.
I'm gonna keep it real. We're new friends. You know what I mean? We kind of met recently, but we're cool.
Cool.
If we were going out clubbing, if you happen to have food in your teeth, I tell you about it. If you had something in your nose, I tell you. I'm not going to tell you
I thought
something.
you were gonna take it out. I thought you were gonna take it out.
Well, Nick,
If-
we're not
if-
that friendly.
If we were going clubbing and you put on, if you're going clubbing and you put on an outfit that just wasn't it, I'd tell you. I wouldn't let you leave the house looking crazy. I'm not going to let you have something in your teeth or in your nose. I'm going to tell you. This season, man, I got to tell you, don't expect anything more than top 4. Don't, man.
Thank you.
And when I say, I'm being real, the 1 and 2, that's a 2-team race. It's a 2-team race. 4th is going to be that battle. And what I love as a rival, a City fan, I love what's going to happen in London this year. I love that Arsenal, Tottenham, and Chelsea are going to be battling it out for those spots. I think that's the reality this season. I'm not saying that's your future. I'm not saying that that's what you should expect forever. But you got Todd Bowley. He's a cowboy right now. He came in guns blazing, kicking people out. He doesn't even know what's going on. He's a rich man. We know rich men don't run things. They have people doing it for us. The fact that he's going to all these meetings, he's still leaning on someone to do the grunt work. Yeah, he's the face, but that's just it. He's a cowboy right now. And this season, let's just settle expectations, battle for that top 4, because again, he's an American. He's going to want his profits. Top 4 is going to be what they want, and then look for more. I gotta keep it real with you, my guy. Hey, you got something right there. I'm gonna tell you to get that out. All right.
Can I speak on my favorite English club now?
Listen,
Yes, yeah, don't you dare. Surprise. Shout out to Vito, man. Shout out, man. Ricardo, what do you want to do? I'll take your dubs, man. Ricardo, what do you want?
Look, man, I hope Chelsea does good just for your sake. I don't know.
Actually, wait, Ricardo,
Ricardo,
why are
we
you
need-
speaking, man? You're about wait.
It's
Actually,
the
why
boss.
do you have the mic?
Yeah, no, I feel bad. I feel bad.
Wait, hold up. Let me take your dubs, man. No, Ricardo, no.
You've
get
been
out of here.
violated. Can I just feel a little bit bad? I can't feel a little bit bad. No, but come on, man. Like I just want to ask you, Eddie, and what's it called, Absolute Eric, what are your expectations for this season? It's genuine heart to heart. What are your expectations?
Depends how the transfer window ends. Like I've said, defensively, Chelsea will be fine defensively because I feel like Tuchel will find a way to work with the players he has, unless you get a drastic run of injuries. With the World Cup is what scares me because anything can happen with that, right? So unless you get terrible injuries, you'll be fine defensively. But I just don't see where the goals are coming from.
this is
that
what I
is-
love about Eddie. He's
and
an
this
honest
is-
fan, bro.
This is what concerns me because Vader just said something crucial. He said he loves what's going to happen in London. Let's face it. Between Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea have the worst attack amongst all 3.
You know what's crazy?
And when I go into midfield, if you take Kante out, Chelsea have the worst midfield.
Damn.
Well, I mean, yeah. Shit.
So What else do we have?
Well, you have
Eddie, the guys that say Jorginho is world class. Eddie, Chelsea fans say Jorginho is Jesus, second coming.
HH, I was having conversations with people where I nearly agree with the fact that Arsenal are nearly on par or better than Chelsea at this point. That's how bad it is right now. Forget about Tottenham; they're gone. They're clear.
In terms of position, in terms of what place do you guys think you guys are gonna finish the season?
Can I just jump in?
That's what I'm very interested in.
I don't know why you think Arsenal are better than Chelsea. They'd have had a better window, 100%. But
did they not beat you 4-0 just now? Like,
yeah, they were better in that match as well.
I give up.
They outclassed Chelsea in that game, 100%. But for me, let's see when the season actually starts.
Arsenal's
when
problem will be their manager. Arsenal's downfall will be their manager. It's not going to be the players. I can tell you that.
Okay, but
can I say something?
Look, can I just finish my point?
Sorry.
Look, we'll see when Arsenal play that Thursday night football. After they had most of the season last season without that, so we'll see what happens with extra games, and let's see if they get top four. For me, Chelsea will still finish ahead of Arsenal.
But let me say this real quick.
Wait, Eric, do you actually believe that, or is that in?
Yes, I believe that.
No. Eric, we now know when you've said things, something else happens. So, Eric, let's not dwell too much on what you just said, because Eric, if Arsenal finish above Chelsea, Eric, I've got to ban you. And I've got to guess, like, what's it called? Like Men in Black, normalize and just erase you
if
from.
Arsenal finish ahead of Chelsea, you won't hear from me again.
No, but then Eric, you know what it is though? It's not even Eric. It's H's platform. Things people say will haunt them. Look, I said a lot of things last season, bro. We finished sixth. We had one of the worst seasons.
Hold that thought, because I want to talk about Ballon d'Or Rashford. Ballon d'Or Rashford is on the next topic, so hold that thought.
Easy. But all I'm going to say about all I'm going to say is I have a theory. I believe one of the first managers that will get sacked is Thomas Tuchel. I think Thomas Tuchel I there's no notion that Todd B is loyal to a man he met a month ago. For me, I think it's beyond ludicrous.
Tell him.
I think it's beyond ludicrous.
This guy sacked your Chelsea legend, and you think he'll keep Tommy T?
I think because guys, it's like Todd B wants his guys. Think about it. Like he wants his boys. He wants his crew. And I believe I believe it's Thomas Tuchel. If Todd B is watching, turning on that TV, and he's watching what everyone else is watching, bro, I think Thomas Tuchel is he's on one of the craziest pressure. Like for me, I generally believe Todd B will look for any excuse to sack Thomas Tuchel. And Chelsea fans, and you Chelsea fans, don't act surprised, because you guys will be the first to turn on Thomas Tuchel. Because I see it now.
Wait, hold on.
That's why I say the World Cup. That's why I say the World Cup is crucial, because you pretty much have a second preseason after the World Cup. Like it's a mini preseason, but you've got a second one. That's when shit's gonna go down. That's where it's gonna go down.
Don't be surprised if he calls on Phil Jackson to manage.
Then I think that's what it goes peak back. So the Talent FC says, LC, focus on Kunde stopping corner taking quickly. That's real. Talent FC again says, penalty miss harassment Mounts versus Liverpool. Flet. Thank you. Talent FC, thanks for that. Casey, Raheem missed 3 sitters, getting Timo vibes.
But
it's worrying. There is no chance in hell Sterling is going to do the kind of misses that Timo Werner did. Trust me, it's not great, but Sterling is an upgrade.
We've seen players. You see what happened to Fernando Torres. Like, we still never talk about that.
Yes, I've never worry about Ballon d'Or Rashford. Worry about Ballon d'Or Rashford. Casey, Tuchel ban blocking Werner and Aspie move.
Yeah, it's a bit strange.
Now,
I don't get that, man.
Tuchel, please don't block Werner's move. Don't bring us German crap to this whole thing, man. Let that guy go. Let him go, please. Let him fly his way. Let him swoop all the way back down to freaking Leipzig, please.
No, just FYI, it's interesting how Tuchel lets certain types of players go, and yet he wants to keep certain type of players have to come.
Are you saying
I'm just saying.
He's doing a Pep? He's whitewashing.
Let Lukaku go easy, man.
Yo, look at the two strikers they let go. Tammy Abraham and Lukaku.
No, Batshuayi is still around. Batshuayi is still around.
So for those who are still for those who are on the members hangout when Wing was spitting, I'm not going to say anything here. But
Ardias, don't you dare! Ardias, don't you dare even mention that stuff because that is the most disgusting theory I've ever heard in my life. So don't you even dare, and so forth. So, JJ Bridge, HH, big up. I'm sorry, but we don't look good. I want your honest opinion for this upcoming season. Your views. Honestly speaking, being real, I mean, I'm sort of in two minds. From the outset, it looks bad. It looks worrying because the team isn't ready. But Chelsea always have this in their DNA that when they're at their worst and you don't expect anything from them, they then so surprise you. 2012 UCL season, that was a bad start with Villas-Boas.
Sorry, that was me.
Artists, watch yourself, bro. Watch yourself. So that's my thing. So, but my thing is that I think that look, on the outset it looks bad, but JJ, you know Chelsea very well. Chelsea are one of those guys that can somehow perform amazing when you least expect them to. So I still feel there's still too much quality here for this team to be totally bad. But I do believe that unless we get at least 3 or 4 more signings, we can't touch City. I have my questions about Liverpool, but the issue with Liverpool is that they have Salah. That's a guy that's going to at least drop you 25 to 30 Gs. So my thing is that Chelsea are going to struggle to keep up with Liverpool and City unless they have at least 3 or 4 more signings. If Chelsea go into the season with this team now, it's
let's not. Hold on, I don't like this. Let's not act like Chelsea have been this super consistent club and they've been getting good results the last couple of seasons. We got top 4 last season because all the other teams around us were bad.
Yeah,
United were bad. Arsenal were bad. Yeah, they're upgrading this season, and Chelsea haven't. And you still expect top 4.
But Eddie, one
My
more
guy,
also
3 or 4 signings only get you top 4. That's the starting point. Let's get that right. 3 or 4 signings, you're not even smelling Klopp's butt, let alone going for Pep. Yeah, you ain't even smelling Klopp's ass. Yeah, then you start thinking of trying to get to that title. So let's keep it real, man.
Eddie, what's also happening with your you're saying the Galise brother in Mendy, bro? Y'all seen what Mendy be doing lately? Like you saw that goal today?
Wait,
what's going on?
Wait, let's get to
what's going on with Mendy?
Mendy will be fine.
Alps, pull up the Bernardo Barca pick for the culture. No, because he ain't going to freaking Barca. Relax. Elric Zone, proud 419 scammer. Jesus. Breaking news, Werner stays, # things are happening.
No way.
Look, it's from Eric Zone, man, so I don't think it's supposed to be real bad. Football breakdown. Tommy Tuchel taught a tiny Timo. A tiny Timo Tommy Tuchel taught. If Tommy Tuchel taught a tiny Timo, where's the touch?
What?
Haven't you heard of this rhyme before?
Yeah.
Well, you know.
No. Wait. What's it called? Yeah. Pizza Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. You guys need help, man. Casey. Chelsea and Mount in 4-3-3 were losing 3-1 to Arsenal. Look, if I speak about Mount, they'll call me anti-crown and anti-royalist, man.
But what is it with you and Arsenal, though?
Easy.
I don't get it.
Let me get this dubs. Samantha, think of the dub. So to be another Josep Maria Bartomeu, # double agents. Well, based on that theory that I heard about him going to dinner, it might be. It just might be. Eric Romano, exclusive, Kante injured and Pochettino in line for CFC. God forbid.
That's not a bad shout,
God forbid.
God forbid.
I don't want Poch.
God forbid. No. David C. American owners, a team that's won a title previously crumble and an aging squad not getting their main targets. Our fans and Arsenal fans know this story.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Yeah, here we go again.
Bad. JJ Bridge, I agree with Eddie about Chelsea. Eric, my guy. Peace out, man. Yeah, man. It's facts. It's harsh facts, man. It's going to be a tough season for Chelsea. Broja scored fewer goals than Ings and Southampton. Eric, can you please respond to this? Eric. No, but Eric, before you do,
At Southampton,
Eric,
man.
before you do. Now you can respond. Eric.
How many games did Broja play? That's my answer.
Okay. That's not a real answer.
And how old is Ings, by the way? How old
don't
is Ings?
bring in age to it, man. Relax, man.
No, I will bring it in.
We're not running an aquarium here, man. Relax. Casey, Toad B, a typical arrogant coastal guy, thinks he's God. Casey, let's hope that you can register your players. That's what I hope for.
No, HH, but what Nick said was actually spot on.
Hold on. Yes, hold on. Let me get it just because I have to go a lot to go through, and then we'll talk about it. RDS, play the Lukaku.
Oh, Lukaku can be
No,
a striker stroke number 10.
No. Casey,
True story.
English Messi, you and Rory Jennings are 80% alike. I don't know what that was, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I know what that was either. HH.
Can we believe HH when he criticized Mount now? You call him the English Messi,
Casey,
bro.
Eric's zone. Are Chelsea getting Rice or Kimpembe?
Both. We're getting both. Yeah. Next one.
Oh my god.
What?
Sorry, Eric, Casey again. Chelsea are cockroaches and will survive somehow. Shout out to cockroaches, but this
I don't know how.
Chelsea always rise to the top. They always rise to the top. They're like cream. They always rise to the top.
But
it's a
it's not
hero.
an expectation. That's the thing.
Harry Maguire is horrible because anytime he's on the pitch, he thinks he's in Greece. He's hearing jail keys and he's saying, "Leave my sister alone."
Yeah, this is messed
guy's
up.
got
This is messed up.
How did-
Come to me. This is messed up.
How
bro.
did Maguire actually beat that case, bro? How did he beat that
I
case?
thought it's been delayed. It's been pushed back, isn't it? Postponed.
Oh
It's
wow!
not been-
Okay, look, man, the guy's going to see prison time. Tahiro, Icardi is finished because he's paying for his sins against Maxi Lopez, and Icardi was top 10 strikers in the world until Wanda took over. Shout out to Icardi, man. But again, adultery is not good. Adultery is a
I used to
sin.
rate the guy,
Adultery is a
man.
sin.
That's crazy.
Okay. RDS.
Yes.
Studio.
Yeah.
Nine
Subscribe.
Hag or 10 Hag, man. 9 Hag or 10 Hag.
Why you a hater, man?
What's
His name is Ten Hag.
what's Nine Hag? What's Nine Hag?
Yeah.
Nine
what is
Hag
that?
is Eredivisie tax, not proven himself, and EPL
Mm.
could expose him. So he will only be Ten Hag if he can prove that he's more than just a philosophy merchant who hides behind the Eredivisie. Is Ten Hag the truth, or is it going to be 9 Hag, or maybe 8 Hag?
I mean, that depends. I mean, that really depends on what people's expectations for Nine Hag, as you call him, are for the season. That's the first thing. Like, for United fans, from what I can see, I don't see many United fans. Maybe compared to last season, when
expectations are high. People are saying that Ten Hag is gonna, like, people are really excited.
Are these the same people that said Lukaku was going to score 25 goals? With
No, these are the same.
No, I'm just curious.
No,
There might
I'll
be
name
overlap.
names.
That's all. There might be overlap.
Terry Flowers. Flowers said that De Jong would come to United because United is an exciting thing. It's an exciting prospect of trying to get United back. But Ten Hag being there is exciting. Artists, are you excited? Are you giddy? And like, yeah, Ten Hag, yeah.
No, not really. Because from what I can see, the team looks pretty much the same as it was last season. As I said in my preview before, like it's the same. It's the same team, really. Like we signed 3 players. Ericsson,
There's Martial, and people are cooking. They say that Martial, Rashford, and Sancho are going to surpass MSN. They say it's the new MSN.
Again, just so I can cross-reference these people. Are these the same people that were saying, for example, that like Kai Havertz was a German sedan, or Mount Kilimanjaro, or No, I need to cross-reference.
Do you know what's so weird? We already got done with Chelsea and so forth. We won the UCL. I'm sorry. Okay, RDS. Okay, RDS. Okay. You want to say it? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that's we won the UCL
No.
instead of Pep. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry
never-
that Havertz scored the UCL winning goal. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Artist, why do you attack me that your club
You're
hasn't
never
won a
done
trophy in
with
6
Chelsea.
years?
That's the thing.
Why are
You're
you
never-
attacking me?
I'm
Why
not-
this
no, no,
micro aggression?
No, I'm not attacking you. I'm
I
respecting
brought
the
love.
fact that
Artist, I'm here for love. I'm here for love.
I'm
here for
respecting the
love.
fact that Chelsea one of the biggest clubs in world football. That's what I'm doing. So I'm just trying to cross-reference the same people. Are they saying the similar things?
Artist, this is
Like,
about
I'm
Ten
understanding.
Hag.
Yeah.
Is Ten Hag going to bring Man United back? Is he the truth? Is this the Dutch
Yeah,
Guardiola?
and I'm answering your question. I'm saying that's what I'm giving you my opinion, and you're telling me about other people who I don't know who happen to share similar views to,
Okay, what
those
are your
other
views?
fans.
Red
Yeah,
Devils,
well,
what are your views?
Yeah, my views are simple. Like the squad is no different than it was last season. So I don't really understand where the hype is in general. I'm not saying that Ten Hag is a bad coach. It's obvious that Ten Hag is a good coach. That should be self-explanatory. So, but in terms of, I can't forget everything that happened last season, given the fact that the bulk of the squad is the same, and you can make an argument that's weaker because we're down 2 midfielders and we haven't we haven't replaced them, a DM and a box-to-box in Pogba and Matic. They've not been replaced. We signed a defender who might be good in Lisandro Martinez, but we already have a lot of defenders. But okay, we signed a left back who is who's young and is more like a potential, but he might challenge, but we'll see. And then Ericsson, who was on a free, is more like a squad rotational player. I hope he does well. I want Ericsson, given everything that Ericsson has been through, it'd be very good to see him resurrect his like football career. So I think that's important. So, but he was not brought to be the main guy at Manchester United.
Okay, on Frankie, if United don't get Frankie de Jong and United struggle, will you be critical of Ten Hag, or will you be like, hey, Ten Hag, Frankie was very crucial and United failed to get a very crucial pass of his formation, so we can't be too harsh on him? Or will you be like, no, you're a manager, manage the situation, or it was upon you to Ten Hag to try to get his guys to try and get an alternative to a Frankie de Jong rather than putting your chips onto this one?
I don't know. It's difficult because there's no guarantee that even Frankie coming into the final would be a success anyway. So so like I said, I'm even sure even Barca fans are like okay, Frankie. I don't see Barca fans raving about Frankie de Jong. Like I don't know. They're not like, oh my god, Frankie de Jong is such a clutch key player for our squad. They talk about Pedri. I hear about Pedri a lot. I don't. Frankie de Jong is not something that I hear as this guy is the cornerstone.
Oh, who is this guy, Frankie de Jong? I don't even know who he is.
So, the point I'm trying to sort of make is that whatever you say, fundamentally, the core of this Manchester United squad is still very much the same as was last season. So the fact that the players put in such a disaster class last season, just because you've got a new manager in and you've got maybe 1 or 2 signs who can fresh things up, doesn't suddenly automatically mean you're now going to be close to a Premier League or a Europa or something. So the new manager is going to need time to bring in his science, his philosophy, etc. And even then, it might not necessarily work out. So if I'm personally honest, my expectations are fairly unremarkable. Probably not too dissimilar to maybe a 5th or 6th place finish with some semi-decent cup runs, and then see what happens. Because all the other teams that we've already talked about, City have strengthened, Liverpool have strengthened, Arsenal even, who have actually spent more money than Chelsea and United have in the last 2 or 3 transfer windows, have strengthened. Spurs, enough said. And Chelsea, whatever you say about the complaints of Chelsea fans, etc., at the end of the day, they're still coming from a better position domestically, trophy-wise, than Manchester United have in terms of where they are. So, as a realist and as someone who because you got to bear in mind La Liga doesn't start for another 2 weeks. So I'm still I'm it's pre-season, so I'm at United. So when the Liga resumes, I'll be back on loan at Real Madrid. So just FYI there. So that's why I can speak freely about United now. When I'm back on loan at
Artist, you can't do that.
It's just
you, David T, all you guys. No, you can't do this.
No, it's pre-season. It's pre-season. So as soon as the Liga starts, Hala Madrid, man. Hala Madrid, man. Let's go,
Yes,
Vinny.
he has his side.
Let's go.
Yes, his side. Talk to me. Ten Hag.
Speaking about loans, my loan from last season was undisclosed. It was a low key one. I was at Real Madrid. I was like, Hala Madrid, They told
Were
me
you?
not to speak in. Yeah, they told me not to speak in public, But I was, I did the whole, Benzema falling Benzema and everything. Vinny June. So now I have two loan options on my table. Either go back into Real Madrid or go and actually hit the bandwagon of the Xavi era. The Lewandowski, the Rafinha, the Us. You saw the brace by the Us, HH. You saw what he did. You saw what he did. He went in. He went out. He went in. Oh, HH, you saw that. You saw that, HH.
We're not gonna speak on those 2 goals.
Oh, the 2 goals, HH.
No,
I
we're
mean,
not speaking on them, please.
yo, those.
I ain't trying to get depressed, man. The hell?
Yo, so I don't know, man. It's a tough choice now. They say I have to January to decide, so I have a little bit of time post World Cup. So, yeah,
we don't care about you. Talk about Ten Hag and United,
Ten
man.
Hag.
We don't care about you, bro.
So Ten Hag, like Nadia has put it perfectly. I don't know. To be honest, I have no idea what Ten Hag is gonna do. Like the preseason looks nice. The Chad, Chad, the guy you call Chad, looking kind of nice. Jadon Sancho looking kind of nice on the right. He's doing his thing, So, but like Adia said, this is literally the same team. We bought Ericsson. I mean, shout out to Ericsson. But I don't know how he fits. So, to be honest, I feel like everybody, including RDS, including everybody, even the rivals, we're going into this situation with Ten Hag blind because no one really knows how is he going to set up in the league. Because preseason is one thing, but in the league, when you're playing against the real deal, it's completely different. So it's going to be interesting. Like, because let's be real, this guy is a new guy on the block. He has no hair, but I mean, shout out to people like to my board manager Zizou, Pep Guardiola. They do well. So. I mean, maybe that's the thing, man. Maybe if you shave out all your head, maybe you're a great manager. I don't know.
I mean, Nick, do you want to please take over the mic, please? I think.
No, but one thing I'll say is that expectation for United fans is we're at that situation, man. We still have Harry Maguire as our captain. Ronaldo went AWOL, said he wanted to leave, but he has nowhere to go. So. We'll see.
Apparently he's playing on Sunday.
Man.
Apparently the king is back.
Yeah, I mean, what's crazy about that? You know who's playing on Sunday? The people that are trash. Basically, the trash players are playing on Sunday. That's so. I mean, the fact that he's playing on Sunday is like that's not something to be bragging about.
No, but actually, no. That's actually something I want to come back to Nick. So yes, but let me to Nick. So, Ten Hag expectations, but also we can't ignore the pink pelican in the room. Cristiano.
I'm ignoring that.
Do you feel that it would be best for Ten Hag just to get rid of this dude, or does he need the king?
That's not Ten Hag's choice, though, is it?
I'm gonna deal with the CR GOAT question after. I'll deal with Ten Hag, 11 Hag first. Now the reality is, we finished 6th last year. Because West Ham bottled it on the last day of the season, we should have finished 7th. That would have been something. Conference League. What's the music for the Conference League? Like, da 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 da. That's actually a banger.
No, it's like a lot of the reasons. It's very orchestral. It's actually better than the Europa League one. It's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, it is actually.
Nothing
is nice.
better than the Europa League theme song. Like the Europa League is the greatest European theme song we've ever heard. That's a fact. But anyway,
that is true.
I think. As Yasser said, we're going in blind, and we're going in with little expectation in terms of, I would say, both results and therefore league position. I think the only thing we expect is a better style of play, but then even then, you can't expect the execution of that style of play due to the quality of players that we've actually got. In the sense that not much has actually changed. Yeah, we've got Lisandro Martinez. We haven't got a midfielder or a central midfielder anyway. Eriksen's come in, and we've got a left back, Malassi. The only player of all of those that go into the starting lineup, we hope, is Lisandro Martinez. Eriksen may get in, but it's not like he's fighting with Bruno. So if he gets in, Bruno's out. So it's like he brings a different quality, but it's not a level above. Malacia, Shaw, you're splitting hairs at this moment. So what improvement have we made last year from last year? The manager, which is huge, and the centre back. So we're hoping for a better style of play. Other than that, I've actually got no expectations other than we can't be as bad as we were last year. Like it was the lowest ever points tally in the Premier League we've ever had. 58 points, I think it was. Now, and we're not a 58-point team. As bad as we are, yeah, we're not Liverpool, we're not Man City, but we're not a 58-point team. We got back-to-back top four finishes with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, 66 points and 74 points. Whatever way you want to dress it up, we got 66 points and 74 points with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We're not a 58-point team. So that alone, I'm not even considering, like, if we go up from 58 to 65, 60, I'm not going to say, well done, Ten Hag. For me, that's the bare minimum, because that we're not a 58-point team. But it's the other things, like as a style of play, etc., that I'm looking at to say, are we moving in the right direction? Where we end up at the end of the season, I don't know. On top of that, I think because of he's such a philosophy merchant, whether it's working or it's not working, this is how we're going to play. You're not going to get a point where it's like, David De Gea keeps miss-kicking these pass outs from the back. Let's go long. No, it's going to be keep going until you get it right. And if you don't get it right, then I'm going to get rid of you until we get it right. That's just how it's going to be. So, and because of that, we're going to have, I think we're going to have some volatile results. We're going to have some good results, because when everything clicks, it all works brilliant. But then we're still going to be trying it in the next game and it ain't working, and we're going to get hit. And I remember when Klopp, in his probably first and second, or his first full season, as well as when he joined, I think in about October or whatever it was, because of this, like, this is how we're going to play. We are going to attack, and he didn't have the defense to attack in the way that he did. You saw the fruits of that, and it was
remember that Bournemouth game he had where they were winning like 3-0, something like that, and they ended up losing 4-3. It was insane.
And people would say, Klopp, why don't you should have shut up shop? And he's like, no, let me just get better defenders.
Yeah.
This is the way we're going to play. And I said, I could see us having those kind of results where 1 week it looks brilliant, and next week, like, Scott McTominay is going to have a great game because it just happened. And then he's going to try the same thing next game, and it's just not going to happen, and we're going to lose. So I think we have to expect a real up and down in terms of results, performances, and score lines as well. In terms of CR GOAT, and I think that's how he needs to be referenced going forward. He is a man in the twilight of his career. He needs to be respected for what he has given us and the careers that he's made, one being that of HH. He has made HH's career. If it wasn't for CR GOAT, I don't know if we'll be sharing this stream at 1 a.m.
I know, but I mean, can I get one knockouts goal in the World Cup? Just one? One World Cup knockout goal?
2022, we're here. All
right.
Just to clarify, HH, did R9 win the Champions League at any point?
He won the World Cup so after his near X exploded. Dodd. Next, continue.
Won 2 World Cups actually. 1994. But yeah, I think should Ten Hag get rid of him? You only get rid of Ronaldo, and that goes for a lot of other players, by the way, in the positions, if you get a replacement. Because I like Ronaldo, as Ronaldo's a Man United legend, but I care more about Man United. And getting rid of Ronaldo because Ronaldo wants to leave doesn't benefit Man United unless we get a replacement. Because all it means is we've got one less person. It means we go into the season, which we're going to go anywhere as it stands, with Martial as a striker. But if Ronaldo's gone, then he's the only striker for the whole season. And we have to hope that he doesn't drop another 4 goal a season that he did the year before he joined Sevilla. And then he went to Sevilla and bummed it out anyway. So it's like, Our front line is Rashford, Sancho, and Martial. Sancho, who didn't have a great season last year and is unproven in the Premier League. Rashford, who's been completely off form for 18 months. We know what he can do, but he hasn't done it for 18 months. And Martial, who is a 1 season on, 2 seasons off kind of guy. So this might be a season on, but it might be a season off. The backup to that is Elanga, Diallo, and Pelestri. Like that, for that alone, Ronaldo, you got to grin and bear it. See you in Kazakhstan. Like that, because that is what is best for Manchester
Nick
United.
scored, but you can't do that to my guy, but Kazakh.
But it's bad. It's bad. But I don't think we need an attacker right now with Ronaldo at the club. If Ronaldo leaves, we need 2. Where are we going to get 2? We can barely get 1. Anthony's, they're talking about 100 million euros. Like, it's not going to happen. So we need the answer to that question is not, it's about we need to not weaken our squad. So that means if an offer comes in for AWB, cool, we want to get rid of him. Where's the backup right back? Where's the other right back we're going to buy? If you say, someone came in for 60 million for Martial, you're like, oh, that's a good set of money. Cool. Where is the other striker? Like, we can't just be selling players because either the players want out or a good offer comes in. We need to look at the balance of the squad, and we're struggling to get players in. And we're talking about selling players and players in positions where we don't have a multitude of options. Like Ronaldo's got, and on top of all of it, who are we selling him to? I haven't seen a credible club come to the table yet and say we want to buy.
He's coming home. Sporting
Sell him to Chelsea, and then they can give us Kante, maybe something like that.
No.
They need a goal scorer. We need a midfield.
If we send him to Chelsea, he'll end up at Barcelona anyway. So, like, I don't understand what's happening. Nobody wants Ronaldo. So Ronaldo's gonna have to stay. We're not canceling no contract. Forget it. Like that, whoever put that out there, Mendes or just a newspaper, it's not happening. We're not canceling no contract. And Ronaldo's gonna have to either bring a club to the table who's going to pay 20 million and take your wages. You're gonna have to reduce your wages probably, and then we have to go and replace. That we obviously they're talking about that Salzburg striker, 19 years old. I don't know who he is. Anthony, we have to go out and get some players. And if not, Ronaldo stays.
Mike, talk to me, man.
Sorry, guys, I've got to bounce.
All right,
Peace out, man.
Peace out.
Yeah, I got to leave after this as well.
All right.
Manchester United. An irrelevant club for the last decade who haven't won a trophy in the last 6 years. Well, actually, no, congrats. Sorry, congrats. They won the Bangkok Cup. Sorry, I forgot about that. They won the Bangkok Cup. That's all good for United fans. Look, United have a fantastic manager. I absolutely rate Ten Hag. But that squad is terrible. You still have McFred in the midfield. You're not doing anything with Ten Hag. Ten Hag values the midfield badly when he sets up his play. And if you're still going to have McFred, you ain't going to do nothing. You maybe could do well in the Europa League and get to semifinals, and then maybe Jose Mourinho could say what's up in the semifinals to Manchester United. But right back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, not good enough for Ten Hag ball. Maguire, still there. Well, I'm interested to see where Lisandro Martinez is going to play. I feel like Ten Hag is going to play him at the CDM role. That's where I think Lisandro Martinez, because he did play that back in Argentina, in the Argentinian league. So I could see Lisandro Martinez playing at the CDM role. And then why would you go for Malacia, who's a very good left back, but you already have 2 left backs? What's the point in that? And Nick's made a good point. The forward line is kind of weak. Other than your front 3 and Ronaldo, what's going on? Really? You're going to rely on Elanga, Diallo? Pelistri is a good player, but he's not ready for Manchester United. So, man, United have done okay business, but not enough to get anywhere near the top 4. So I think for United fans, temper your expectations, enjoy the ride. Nick's made a very good point as well. Similar to Liverpool, we had a clear plan and identity with Klopp. We're going to lose some games like Bournemouth. Oh my God. Why did Yasir remind me of that game? Up 3-1.
That was crazy. Yeah.
That was a crazy game. They made a comeback in the last 15 minutes to win the game. But you saw with Klopp, okay, he just needs players and we'll start winning. And with Ten Hag, you just need to get the players to start winning. I'll tell you this, Benjamin Šeško, he's good, but he's 19. that ain't going to be good enough either to get to the top 4. So I think for United, it's going to be an interesting season. A lot of ups and a lot of downs, but they're going to be good in the future. I'm worried because United have a great manager. That's the problem. I
Mike.
just wish. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but one thing we can all say is we will play better football than Thomas Tuchel, man.
Oh, 100%.
That's a given. That's 100%. That's all I'm happy about, bro. Because
why do you all have to bring Chelsea into this, man? Why do you have to bring Chelsea?
Yes,
into
just
this?
focus on Tuchel.
Let me ask something to the Manchester United fans. Would you take Memphis Depay?
If we didn't sign him before, yes, because we're kind of desperate up front. But we had it before. I just think we're gonna move on.
Because who else are you gonna get?
Well, I mean, Ten Hag wants Anthony. We need to try and negotiate a fee that isn't extortionate. Because I trust in the Ten Hag vision and the potential project. So I like, for me, he has to be, if he's here for anything less than 5 years, we failed. Like whatever, we failed. This has to be a 5-year minimum project. I don't say the success only comes in the 5th year, but it has to be at least 5 years of. So I'm willing to. I'm 31 years old now, so I've seen a lot of success. I know there's a lot of fans who haven't seen it, so they're desperate. And I want to win, but I'm willing to forego. We didn't get Anthony this year, therefore we're going to struggle. If it means that we're not going to be extorted in every transfer market afterwards, we're going to have to lose and be burned. So you know what? We didn't get who we wanted, but next summer, no one's going to come with their 80 million again because they know we're not going to budge on it. So I don't know about the Memphis Depay one because we had him already, but I want Anthony, but no more than 60 million.
With Depay though. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead, Nick. My bad.
No, go on.
No, with the Depay, I've always had this a curse. For me, of like the people I make my screensaver or whatever. That's my favorite footballers, right? So, when we signed Di Maria, it was Di Maria. That turned out terrible. Then it was Depay. Then that turned out terrible. Guys, I have a soft spot for Depay. I never wanted to sell Depay. I never wanted Mourinho to sell him. Depay, I've always wanted him to come back to the club. I always did. So for me, I will be like, I won't show it on camera. I won't express it. But at home, I'll be like, yeah, he's back. Because I have a big soft spot for Depay. But so I will take him, man.
All right. Okay. So guys, I know I see your dose, but let's just quickly go on to Spurs real quick, and then before it does,
I need to go. So let me just say the last thing. I think our best bet of getting back into Champions League is through the Europa League. Can't see it through the league.
Yeah.
You're obviously going to go on to Spurs. I think Spurs are shooing for top 4, top 3 even. Chelsea and Arsenal are ahead of us. As bad as Chelsea's windows have been, and as bad as Arteta is, and all or nothing, it's going to be a brilliant BBC.
Oh yeah.
They are ahead of us right now. What is Arsenal better than us? Forget about it for a second. Like, we are not a 58-point team, but last year we had 58 points, so we got to do better. All of that being said, and it's all doom and gloom for Man United, we still have the best old manager in the world, and that's a fact. HH, thanks for having me.
Nice one, Nick. I'll see you next time. Nice one, bro. So, guys, let's touch upon Spurs real quick, man. Eddie, I have a hot take, man. And my hot take for Tottenham is I look at their transfer window, who they've bought, and we know what Conte can do. If not for Pep, I think Conte would have won the league with Tottenham this season. But am I crazy to believe that Tottenham will finish second and will be the closest challengers to thingy? Because we know that when Conte gets his targets, for that one season, he can win you a league and zero in down. But I think Pep with City, they're just too much of a high level. But do you think I'm too crazy to think that Conte will come second? And bro, I think Harry Kane may even finish top scorer this season.
You're not crazy for thinking that, because Conte is a bit of a weird one. Because I'm just looking at their squad now. Their midfield doesn't look all that. I mean, Bentancur and Bissouma yeah, that's they can pop off. But everyone else, I don't know. Højbjerg, Winks, Skip. Like the key thing I think they have this season is depth. They've got a lot of depth. I mean, god damn, Richarlison is coming off the bench for Tottenham.
Yeah.
God, in a season where he got 5 subs.
No, but I don't rate him though. But still, he's still an option. So
he's not clinical. He's not what do you call it? He's not efficient as a forward player, but he can still pop. You know what I mean? So yeah, look, I'm scared, bro. I am breaking it right now because I'm not gonna. Anything can happen with Tottenham. Anything can happen with Tottenham this season. They could win the league.
You know, my logic is that they beat City twice.
Yeah.
So if they can just beat the teams that they should beat, and actually are more consistent against those other teams, they know that when it comes to those City games, they can actually beat them. So it's all about winning the games you should be winning. So if they can sort that out, they can cause City issues.
Tottenham could win the league. They could. It's Conte. Look,
No
it's
chance.
Conte. It's Conte.
No it's Spurs. It's Spurs.
Guys, listen.
It's I think that Tottenham cost is too great, bro.
Listen, yeah, it's Conte. That guy knows what he's doing. He's gonna set these guys up to not lose games. That's the first thing he does. That's what I don't think you guys understand. He sets guys up to not lose, and he's already got Son and Kane up front who will score him goals. That's what, I'm not saying they are going to do it, but they might. That's why I said anything can happen with Tottenham because look, an injury to Son or Kane and Conte is going to be tested. But if everything goes perfectly, don't be surprised if the curse is broken. That's what I'm going to say, and you're going to have a really tough conversation about Conte. I'm telling you now.
Okay. Ricardo, what do you think about Tottenham? And do you think Conte can do what I believe could be Doi with Tottenham?
I mean, I would like to see it. It'd be pretty funny. It would be.
But how realistic is it, though?
The thing is, in my whole 26 years of existence, I've never seen Spurs win anything. So, so I don't.
So
I can't. No, I
that's
can't.
Why it's Doi. That's why it's freaking.
No,
Doi,
for sure. I can't say it's realistic when in my reality, it's never been a reality. You get what I'm saying? Logically speaking, right? Maybe you have, Mr. Hope, because you've been around for like 600 years. You probably saw them win something. But I think the best they can do is second place, and I don't think that's really a stretch. Like I genuinely think they can achieve it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Best case
For
scenario,
sure.
best case scenario, they actually push City to the title. Maybe it'll be like a 3 to 4 point. Like that's at the maximum. Like Conte's pushing Spurs. But other than that, I could see this not ending up as planned, and maybe I think guaranteed they finish top 4. Like I don't see how they don't. Conte is a fantastic league manager. I just don't think they do it. However, they probably have the best shot. But to me, it's kind of like Liverpool will always be the one gatekeeping for City. And yeah, so I mean that's guaranteed top 3 for those guys. 4th, I don't really know. Maybe Arsenal based on preseason. But now Tottenham, I don't think there's really much to say. Like Harry Kane, he's gonna put his numbers. He's a good player.
So you say title not realistic because of the Tottenham tax and Pep.
No, it's not realistic because in my reality, I've never seen them win. I've been alive for 26 years, and I've not only have I ever not seen Tottenham not win anything, I've actually never even been told convincingly or seriously that they're actually contenders for anything. So that's even worse.
I feel like they'll win something this season. They'll win something this season. They'll win something.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
No, I don't know, man. I like. Yeah, that's it. That's my take on it.
Okay, Eric. So you think of Tottenham now? Nothing.
Look, I don't know what you guys are.
But Eric, they
Don't
had a
get
very
me
good
wrong.
window, and this is Conte. And you know what Conte did
Yes,
with us when he had his players.
Nice, cool. Look, your guy Mourinho. Don't forget what happened. Okay, serial winner. He never lost, or he never not won a trophy. I think every single club he went to before that club, he won a trophy at least once. And what happened?
He
got
got sacked.
nothing.
He got sacked. He got sacked. He got sacked. He would have
was
won
gonna
it. He
win
would have
that
won it. He was
Karabuki
going to win
Cup.
that cup. Karabuki
Of
Cup.
course, yeah, sure. He would have won it if he stayed against Pep. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, exactly.
He got sacked. He got sacked and he didn't win anything. So let's see what happens. Conte is a fantastic league manager. He's a league manager. There are managers who are better with cups. There are managers who are better with leagues. I'm not saying he's going to win the league, but he will help Spurs get top four. But in terms of getting second place, I don't know what you guys are. Look, Liverpool and City are the best two teams, man. And it's interesting to me that Liverpool are always underestimated. I'm sure it's probably because they don't do anything.
Because
It's
they just
been a long
lost Sadio
time.
Mane. There's never been a season where I've said that Liverpool are going to drop off or come third or fifth. Every
Look,
time I've
you
said
did
City would win, I say Liverpool.
Yeah.
This is the first time in which I think Liverpool should look over their shoulder because
even
Mane
yeah.
is gone and I don't rate Darwin.
Even though you didn't say it, other people were saying it. Even the last season, people said Liverpool would drop off.
Okay, well,
And look what they did. The season before, people said the same thing. So
No. But guys saying that you're obviously wrong. But this is a season where it makes sense because Sadio Mane is gone, and we saw Darwin Nunez's YouTube thing, and he has to reacclimatize. Luis Diaz in a high scorer. We know what Kane can do. We know what Son can do. He in his first season with Tottenham, he beat City twice. So now that he now understands this whole season, he now has players that now fit into what he wants. Perisic, all these guys, and so forth. It isn't a reach to say that he can come second. I'm not saying they definitely will, but it's not a reach.
for me, it is a reach. And you mentioned the head-to-heads. Head-to-heads don't mean not anything when you're talking about league football. If you want to win the league, it helps maybe if you're actually a contender. But just because they beat them, 2 times last season doesn't mean.
No. But Eric, no. But my point is, if it's close, like that season where City won it by 1 point. If Liverpool had beaten the Liverpool would have won. So let's say it's close, and Tottenham do better and beat the teams that they should beat, and they end up beating City. That could actually be the determining factor of them winning the league.
Okay, let
If
me
it's
ask you a
close.
question. How many points do you think Spurs will get this upcoming season?
I have no idea. But no. Okay, hold up. He got what? Is it 92 with us?
93.
Yeah.
92.
He could get the same thing with them.
He can easily
Exactly.
achieve 92.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. He can get
With-
90 what? 2 points with Spurs
Yeah.
this upcoming season.
How many times
Yeah.
has Harry Kane been top scorer? You have a guy who can easily be top scorer. So if you have a guy
Okay.
who you can get goals and you can manage, it is not beyond the realm to get 90
Eric,
plus
I
points
think
with
you're
Tottenham.
underestimating how good of a manager.
No, I'm
they
not.
have.
Look, I'm not.
So
He
this
can't
is
get
about-
92
this
points
is
with
about
this
Conte.
team. He can't get those points with this team. Not for me. He can't get 92, 93 points. He got 93, by the way, 9-3 with Chelsea. He can't get
Okay, Eric, are you
many.
saying that as a team as a whole, first team, or with the group of players? Remember, that was Victor Moses at wing back and so forth. And Zappacosta. Are you saying
Alonso.
that Chelsea team was better than this Tottenham team?
Don't forget, that Chelsea team had no European football. We were playing just league football. We got knocked out of the, what's it called? We finished 10th the season before that. So we had no other football apart from league football and the cups.
Yeah.
So it's not the same scenario. Let's not pretend like it's the same
Well,
thing.
he's
but-
had a longer time with the core of the Spurs squad.
Yes, but you can't compare Chelsea and Spurs. You just can't. Sorry.
Okay, then go look at Inter.
Spurs have a
Eric.
Look at the squad he won with at Inter.
No,
but
Eric,
Inter
I
are
think
a
you're a
big club.
proper
You
Chelsea
can't-
fan, bro.
you can't
I think you're a
compare-
proper Chelsea fan. Like,
No, hold
the
on.
rivalry between Chelsea and Spurs, I think
Wait,
we'll get into you. Bro.
Eric,
There's
are
no
you
rivalry
in
between
London by
Chelsea.
any chance?
No, I'm not in London. No, there's no rivalry between Chelsea
I'm just
and,
checking, bro,
and
'cause
Spurs. I don't know what you mean by rivalry. Look, we don't compete with these guys. Spurs, don't get me wrong. Third, shooting for third, 100%. Anything above that, let's keep watching, man. I'm not convinced.
Wait, so yes, have you spoken on this?
No, I haven't.
Okay, go for it.
Hey, just do me a favor. Can you pull up the league table for last season? How it finished?
Alright.
Because
So what? So what are you saying? So are you riding with content that he could say?
no,
what's up?
I think I'm scared. Like, I think that's the thing. People should really take Spurs seriously. The problem I think is gonna happen is like, because the people that because what you're saying, HH, so look, they finished with 71 points and he came in mid-season. Like, that's the people need to understand like where Tottenham were when he came in. Tottenham were like bottom, one of the bottom teams. Like Nuno Espirito Santo was trash. They got horrible.
Actually, Streets, how many games did Santo lose? That's what I want to know. How many games did Santo actually lose before he was replaced? Because I want to now know, of those 11 losses, how many of them are Santos, how many of them are Conte's?
I did not even.
It just look like if Conte 100%, if he was here before in the beginning of the season, he would have finished way above Chelsea. He would have been closer to Liverpool. Like with the team he had, that team, like what I'm saying is Conte is a dangerous manager in the league, especially when he gets his players. When this guy gets his players, it's just factual evidence. What every team he goes to, let's not pretend like what he did at Inter Milan was actually amazing. He went into an Inter Milan team that had Juve had I think Juve won like 8 or 9 in a row, or some crazy thing like that. He came in and it took him 2 seasons to win the Scudetto. And he blew them. And I agree, he should have won the Scudetto the first season because Pirlo was a rookie manager. No, not Pirlo. It was Sarri. When Sarri was there, he should have won it. But still, like what he did at Inter was actually amazing. Like I didn't think he was gonna win it, but he did. Not only that,
he's a very good league manager.
So when he comes to the league, he knows. And this guy is crazy. Antonio Conte is crazy. I'm telling you guys, this guy would get his way, and the fact that for me, the only reason why I was like, you know what, whatever. This is Spurs. They're gonna challenge for 4th. I'm not gonna do anything is because I expected Daniel Levy to like not spend money. The fact that he actually spent money on Antonio Conte, I'm worried. Like this is an anomaly. This doesn't happen.
Okay. Where are you saying that they'll finish?
I agree 100% with you and Eddie. If it wasn't for the fact that Man City existed, if it wasn't for the fact that I still believe in the bit of the Spurs curse, I would have picked Tottenham to literally challenge Man City for the league. I would have said they had a good chance of winning the league. The only reason why I'm saying they're not going to win the league is because of Manchester City and Pep Guardiola being the freak they are, and the Spurs attacks. But for me, I would not be shocked if they finish second. I'm actually expecting them to literally pipe up Liverpool to finish second. I am expecting that because I'm just looking at the situation. I'm like, this guy will be, in my general opinion, he will get extremely close to winning the league.
How many points?
I would say he will be less than 10 points off Man City. Less than 10 points.
How many points would they get?
I think they will break the 90. Yeah, I think they will get.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see.
No. For me, I was saying that if they come second, I'm thinking they get like 86, 87, and like City get like 93, 94.
Ooh, yeah. I mean,
something like that. That's what I think may happen. Because I do feel like if these guys can see what's up. Okay, so last thing here, and then I will take your dubs, man. Let's talk about these dudes now. This Eric, I'm worried. Eric,
here's more.
Eric, I'm worried. Eric, I know it was preseason. I know it's a friendly. Eddie, I know it's a friendly and so forth, but I'm worried. Eric, let me just put this out there. Arteta is he's a bomb. He's a rookie. We're all gonna laugh at him in the All or Nothing documentary.
Calm down.
And all he's known for is fetching Pep's water bottle. But Eric, if Gabriel Jesus, that was a very smart signing. That was a very shrewd, smart signing. Eric, if Jesus pops off and hits the ground running, could Arteta probably be a serious problem for guys trying to come into that top 4 situation? Eric, talk to me, man. Jesus scares me, bro.
I think Arteta is proving some detractors wrong slowly, and I'm also including myself with that. I think Jesus was a signing Chelsea should have made 100%. He fits what we want exactly. Even though he's not a goal scorer like that, he's not going to score 20 goals for me. I don't think that's going to happen. But that's not the point of signing someone like him. I think that Arteta needs to try to get top 4. Top 4 is the focus. If they don't get top 4, maybe he should leave.
Yeah.
Because they spent a lot of money.
They've invested a lot. Money, bro.
So you have to get top four. The fans want top four, they expect it. That should be the target. And if he doesn't do it, you can easily say he should get sacked, right? But will they get top four? I don't think they will. I really don't. I think they'll miss out again. They might give teams like City and Liverpool problems, to be honest.
So if they don't get top four, is it down to Arteta being a brick or the players not being good enough? Who do you blame?
For me, Arteta isn't good enough because he doesn't have the experience. He's very new with this stuff. The team, let's see, man. Europa League, Thursday nights. Let's see what happens with that. Because most of last season they had no European football. So people want to pretend that doesn't matter. We'll see in this upcoming season. So that's going to be the key thing for him. If they get knocked out early, fair. Maybe that's a tactic. Who knows? They can just focus on the league and just leave the other cup competitions out of the equation. But if they go far in Europa League, let's see what they can do in the Premier League as well. Because last season, from what I saw, the consistency is not enough, man. It's not there. And yes, they've made some good signings. I'm not going to pretend. They've made some good signings. But let's see what the signings actually do for the team. I'm still going to maintain what I said. My top four is the same as last season. Maybe third and fourth will switch places. But I think Arsenal will finish fifth again. Yeah.
Ricardo, what do you think about Arsenal and Arteta, man?
I think they're gonna do better than Chelsea. I think they'll finish top four.
Whoa, wait, hold up. Why?
It's not a hot take, HH. Come on, let's be honest. Okay, so with the one thing I always say
Ricardo,
about
I don't want to live in a world where Arsenal are not finishing above Chelsea, specifically Arteta.
If Arsenal finish HH, look, if Arsenal finish ahead of Chelsea this season, that's it. Like, it's over. It's done.
We gotta ask. Look, I didn't get a chance to speak on Tuchel Taliban's tricky blues. Every time I've seen Chelsea do good in the Premier League, they've always had a good striker, right? And the last good striker you guys had was Diego Costa.
Underrated.
Yeah. And not only did he have like the goals, but he had the grit. He had that dog in him, the classic dog.
It was crazy though.
No. He literally looked like a beast.
Yeah, no, he did.
He used to mug the referees. I don't know why he did that.
But since then, they haven't had a reliable number 9 that can bang them in consistently. And I'm looking at Chelsea's squad, at least their forwards, and I'm looking who in this team can give me 15 to 20 goals guaranteed, right? Sterling, let's be honest. Havertz, no way. I mean, maybe he might just, but they're not going to be very consistently. Turbo Timo, definitely not. So then I'm looking at goals from outside of that, Mason Mount.
No, but the goals.
Wait, who in Arsenal is giving 15, 20 goals though?
Jesus.
No, but that's not. My point is that they don't have to have someone that gives them 20 goals. My thing is that they can have multiple players give you 10 to 15, whether it be Saka, whether it be Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli. There's another guy, I forgot his name. But anyways, they at least have players that, maybe we'll leave that to
no,
Nicolas Pepe.
That's a no, dog. That's a no, dog.
Okay, so look,
Reece Nelson.
Either way, they have 3 players that I can confidently say can give you 10 goals. 10 goals. All right. So even though they don't have a primary goal scorer, they have the capacity to spread out their goals. That is what makes me confident that they will finish above Chelsea. Because I look at Chelsea in your front 3, bro. I don't know if you if Chelsea get a striker, right? I know bro, what the fuck the guy's name is?
Broya. His name is Broya.
Broya. Yeah, whatever. I don't know what his level is. Maybe he might be, a hidden gem. Highly doubt it.
But you say you don't know. Why'd you doubt it if you don't know?
Because how often?
No, Eric, did you watch him?
No, but how often?
I did, yeah.
How often does a non-name come to the Premier League or to a top Premier League team and just kick off and lead? Like that's
No, Eric, let's just be real. Do you have more faith in Broja scoring more goals or Jesus scoring more goals?
I think it's
Jesus,
pretty.
obviously, that's not even.
Yeah.
Can't
So
even compare.
I mean, everybody is saying, well, defense. Sure, defense, but defense can only save you points. They're not gonna win you points, and that's the thing with Arsenal. They're more attacking, fluid. They play good football. I can't deny that they actually play good football, even though at sometimes they get freaking destroyed. Like they play good football, and I'll always have more faith in a team that tries to play good football because at least they have an identity. So yeah, I mean, I would. I mean, obviously, this is only after preseason, right? Like preseason is preseason. We don't know. But if I was to be a betting man, I would bet who finishes fourth or who gets into the top four. Like I said, Man City are winning, Liverpool are gatekeepers. Spurs, I think, will do something. So if I'm looking at United, Chelsea, or Arsenal, I think regarding the questions that are at for those three clubs, I think Arsenal has the most and best answers. So I'm more confident that they will finish fourth over Chelsea.
But are you confident in Arteta though? Like Arsenal, the crew do look good, and I am looking forward to see what Jesus does. But my thing about Arsenal is that it's about Arteta. Like when it comes to crunch games and so forth, does Arteta have the managerial acumen to be able to now take these guys over the line? If now this whole top four battle comes close,
we will have to see, right? I mean, maybe he does, and we won't know that. And then again, Arsenal have always been top four merchants. So, how much of a quality manager do you really need just to achieve top four? And I think Tuchel might get sacked because it just looks like a recipe for disaster for Tuchel, and I think he's a great manager too. And then when I'm looking at United, a lot of unanswered questions. Is Ten Fraud really that guy? I don't know, man. Like I think look, Arsenal just had a great season by their standards. So I'm assuming with the transfers they made, they spent good money, necessary money, and I assume they'd be better next season. So they should be better next season. So like I said, I don't know, but I've said if I'm betting amongst the three, I would say Arsenal probably get the top four.
Eddie, talk to me and don't come to you. Yes, yeah.
By the way, HH, go check your DM and put that tweet up.
Oh God! Hopefully this is not off from my some kind of like an ass.
Please tell me that's from Fabrizio. Please, yes. I beg. Oh, I seen it, bro. I just seen it, bro. I couldn't stop laughing.
HH, I told you something happened at that dinner. I told you something happened in that meeting.
Hold up, man.
Bro, I couldn't stop laughing. That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
So let's read this. Laporta, we've never offered De Jong to Chelsea. No. We had a nice dinner with Bowley in Barcelona and we talked about football. Bowley, extraordinary person. No problem with Chelsea. It just so happens that some of the players they wanted, we did also.
I thought he went to discuss De Jong. I thought he went to discuss De Jong to Chelsea.
Why? I don't want De Jong. I don't want De Jong.
Yeah,
man.
but
no.
Now they're saying it wasn't De Jong. Man came to argue about football and soccer and all this.
You see this stuff. This is
gave
so
up the
amusing.
transfer list.
No, this is amusing because let's not act as if this is not something that is done. This is normal. But people want to make it look like an L for Bowley because he's missed out on some targets. This isn't strange. Like people do this stuff all the time.
Can we admit that Laporta he initiated. Like he's a grade 12, and then Todd Bowley's a grade 9, and he just you're in football now. All right, let's go for dinner, man. Let's go and he just beat his ass up. Or he was just sitting there. He's like, look, welcome to the football world. I'm very interested in your ideas. What do you have in mind for your future dynasty? Like, I'm gonna get Kunde, I'm gonna get Lewandowski, I'm gonna get Uzman. I heard these guys are good. And then Laporta just comes, all right, we're taking all these guys.
But it was after though. It was after.
He got his pants pulled down.
Yeah,
no. No, but of course he did.
Let's not.
Let me get back on Arsenal.
Let's go on Arsenal.
Arsenal, look. Like I said before, Arsenal, the downfall of Arsenal will be Arteta. I think he, similar to Pep, he overthinks a lot of things, and he overdoes in certain aspects. I think their squad is still quite young. They will have inconsistencies this season, but they will be better than last season. I don't know why people are holding Europa League against Arsenal. Look, up until January, February, we don't care about Europa League. Yeah. In terms of any club in the Europa League don't play their best players in there. So that's not even a topic of conversation. Now, when they're talking of quarterfinals, semifinals, okay, then you start worrying about the depth. Then, if they can handle themselves before then and they can handle their business before then, it's problems. So look, at the end of the day, like Ricardo was mentioning before, the problem with a lot of teams this season will be goal scoring. Yeah. Who can have that potent guy up front? I think Jesus will be much better than what Chelsea have, but I think that's about the limit. Again, it will just depend on what other clubs do, because I think Arsenal are kind of done in this window. I don't see them signing any more players, or I don't see which players are rumored to sign. But you're looking at your Chelseas and Uniteds who might make additions to their squad. So for now, look, if the season was starting today and no one could make changes, I'll say they come fourth. But let's wait till the end of the transfer window and see what happens with all the different squads.
Yes, it talks to me, and then I'll come to your tops, guys.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenal looking good. I'm not gonna lie to you, but Arsenal's biggest weakness is pressure. When the pressure is on Arsenal, they kind of tend to crumble. So, and that has everything to do with the manager. I feel like, that term, the team has the team is always like a mirror image of their manager. So if the team crumble under pressure, so does the manager. That comes from the manager. So for me, Arsenal, they have good players. They have good technical players. Gabriel Jesus. I mean, they might. I think he's looking like a player that they did again. There's Arsenal always get those gems like the Alexis Sanchez. Like I've never expected Alexis Sanchez to do what he did at Arsenal, coming from Barcelona. I'd never expected him to blow up like that. So, I mean, Jesus, man, like he's looking good, HH. Like he's looking good, like that. He looking like you've been preaching about this guy for a very long time. He's looking like a guy you've been preaching about.
But he has to perform. He has to show it
So,
during the season, though. So
also, they're lucky because like Arsenal are lucky sometimes because William Saliba, that's a player I rate. HH. The guy was holding it down for Marseille. Luckily, for them, they didn't sell him because the idea was for them to sell him. Now he's back. He's a solid defender, can play from the back. The guy is a baller. But also for me, I think the key issues for them will be the wing backs. I don't think they have good enough wing backs, and their best wing back is Kieran Tierney, and he's injury prone. HH, like if anyone's like literally sneezes nearby him, he'll literally break his leg. That's how injury prone he is. Like, and then also midfield, like Partey gets injured every year. HH, so for me, it's like as long as they have those major issues, they're gonna get close, but they're not gonna be close enough. So for me, I can see them sneak. The only way they sneak into the top four is if bad things happen to Chelsea. If Chelsea get the act together, as Thomas Tuchel get his act together, and Chelsea football get the act together, then I don't see Arsenal finishing top four. But if Chelsea go down, 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 if that happens to them and they start tumbling down and combusting, and then I think they can sneak into that top four. To be honest.
All right, man. So let's get this
Yasser.
together.
Thank you.
Yeah. Eid winning P6's new member, Marshall, man. Welcome to the membership club, man. Welcome to that membership club, baby. Badass. CR7 Euro win performance versus Messi's win Copa performance. Obviously, Messi in the Copa America. Like, bro, that's not even a debate. Like, Messi went crazy, bro.
But you still hated on him, but okay.
Yeah, because he flopped in the finals. So
he did, but okay.
Badass. How good was Xavi as a player from international and club? Very good. He defined the generation, and he was a system. Iniesta was overall the better player, but Xavi literally was the system. So
insane, right? Yeah.
Nah,
and I mean, but then you still rate Pirlo over him. So we had to have that debate. Actually, the Xavi Pirlo. Come on, man. Pirlo's not better than Xavi.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. It's not even a debate. Pirlo is better. Casey, Pep wins the UCL. CR7 stroke Messi win the World Cup. 2022, 2023 could be insane. Wait, how do Cristiano and Messi both win the World Cup?
Nah, one of them win the World Cup.
If one of them.
Nah, no chance. I mean,
What do you
Portugal. I don't see Portugal winning the World
but
Cup.
okay, what do you think is more likely? Pep winning the UCL or either Messi or Cristiano winning the World Cup?
The World Cup.
The World Cup.
Bro, so is this what we're doing against Pep? That's crazy, man. But you know that I've said if Argentina and Portugal win their groups, they meet in the final. It could be meant to be, man. Bada says CR7 scores the UCL final goal for Chelsea. That's you assuming that he's even anywhere near Stamford Bridge, bro. Wait, Eric, thingy,
No.
Eddie, would you take him at the bridge, Chris?
Yes.
You need a goal
I mean, I said
scorer,
yes the
man.
last stream, but you know,
No, you need a goal scorer. I literally.
I don't understand why people are saying no.
the wages are too high, man. The wages are too high.
Wait,
Eric, it's not your money,
Is
bro.
it your money? We just paid
Nah.
272k a week to Timo Werner, who can't even take a first touch.
No. Okay, hold on. Eric, wages aside, would you take him if wages aside?
Yeah.
If we do a Werner swap, yes. Let Werner go to United.
HH, what if Ronaldo goes to Chelsea, and much like took Juve back and took United back, what if you crash out the top four with the goal?
Then I'll take it personal. I'll take it personal. Aya back at Arsenal. It's looking like the complicated Chelsea show will keep us warm when Putin turns off the gas in the winter. Will Newcastle West Ham be a factor? Complicated Chelsea show. I used it as therapy against that tyrant Frank Lampard. so Daniel, Abdullahi, Eddie, I thank you because that was therapy that I needed to get.
HH, you don't understand. That was top tier show. Top tier,
not for me.
It was amazing.
Yeah, no, I know for you. So guys, keep going. Say that was one of the worst times mentally, psychologically for me. I was going through serious depression.
Don't forget there were
and
good things as well. But
What is
it's fine. I mean, it's easy to forget the positive things, but it's okay. It's all right.
Eric, there was nothing positive about our club.
No, there
Sorry,
was.
No.
He's the one who brought it. No, hold on.
Yeah.
Your boy Rejay.
Next up.
No,
HH,
Eric, you're not doing anything. Okay, Newcastle. Watch out for Newcastle. West Ham. I think West Ham had a big chance last season. I say, watch out for Newcastle, bro. Watch out for Newcastle.
I remember what Abdullahi. He needs to go. If he needs to go, he needs to get out.
It's fair. Man United are bombs. How is Chelsea making better transfers? Look, here's my. This thing with United, bro. What if you don't get Frankie De Jong? Now, then what?
HH, who is that guy? All I know is that Frankie De Jong was a backup.
Yes, yo.
Back
For
Barcelona.
What if you don't get? What if for some strange reason you just don't get Frankie? Are you saying that you did? There's no alternative.
But HH is like, I feel like, let's be honest, is Frankie De Jong stupid? They playing him as a backup center back.
Because he'd
he'd
rather clean Javi's ass than play for Man
But
United.
then he's a loser. Then he's a loser. He doesn't value himself. He's trash. Then
Hold on. How often have you watched Barcelona?
I watched every preseason game, and he has come on, and he came on as a center back. Came on as a center back. And the second half,
trying to go on loan, man. Yassir's trying to go on loan. So
Yeah, I'm
he's got to see the option.
If you watched Barcelona, you would know that's not the first time Frank de Jong has played center back for Barcelona. He's played center back for Coleman, so this is not new. Like this.
So you tell me he's a center back now. You tell me he's a backup center back now. That's
No.
very much.
Let's
He
go
has
to the
played
season.
there before.
Okay, hold on. Casey, FDJ is excellent in the double pivot. He will work at Man U.
Yeah.
But who will play next to him though? That's the key thing. Who plays next to him? Mixos? Flintstone?
Actually, we have a guy named Fredinho, by the way.
I know. Wink. Kennedy really has something Chelsea need. Odoi is good. Eric, do you want to?
Wait, wasn't Chelsea trying to get rid of him?
Thanks for the dub, Wing. But yeah, let's move on.
What happened?
Look, guys. I'm sorry. I think I'm calling off the whole Hudson Odoi thing, man. I don't.
Yeah.
We need to get top four. That's it, man.
Where's
don't
forward,
tell me
by the
about
way?
Ford, I think Ford is on hiatus. David C. Guys, I was confused when Lisandro was given Pogba's number. I think he's being brought in as a 6, but I don't know. What are your thoughts?
That's what I thought as well.
Yeah.
I
Someone
think
said
he's
that.
probably
Yeah. Mike said that he may play him as a DM.
Yeah. That's it, like because Lissandra is one of those players that can. It's weird. It's like the Ajax, like that's what they do. They play different positions. Where Frankie De Jong played, like the reason why Frankie De Jong plays center back now is because like he used to do that in Ajax. So
No, but see, my thing does that. Look, don't read too much in numbers. Asamoah Gyan won number 3. He was striker. So numbers don't really mean anything. But I think Ten Hag is definitely a guy who I think will experiment. And I think he's a guy who's going to... Hence why I don't think Cristiano works for what Ten Hag wants. I think Ten Hag is the kind of guy where I need guys to play multiple positions because I need us to be fully fluid. And I think that Lisandro could play in defense some games. He'd be putting me in DM in a lot more games and just move guys around. So...
H, you reminded me. I just remember something. I wanted to ask you this. While I was in isolation in COVID, literally coughing my heart out, I was looking through like the past Champions League finals, you know. So the one that Marseille has won, Marseille had a player, and I believe it was Andre and Jordan Ayew's father was playing in that.
Abedi Pele.
And I looked him up, and the guy is so they said he was like one of the best African footballers of all time. Can you tell us like did he play as a striker or?
I see. He was. I think he was either an attacking midfielder or a striker. I think he was an attacking midfielder because he was around the same time as Yeboah, but I'm not too sure because again, like I didn't really see that Marseille team much. So he was a bit. I only saw bits of it, but I didn't really see fully much of him. So you know, Namdi Nwajide, RDS, make it official and stay at Real Madrid. Madrid. You see, you know what? I'm going to start. I'm going to start sanctioning guys making all these.
Madrid are not making a lot of money.
Aren't you trying to go on loan as well? You better not go to Barcelona, HH.
IKIC. Acting like Chelsea didn't go through hell last season, still managed to get third. Lost Chilwell, James, Kante, Jorginho, and had a.
Why they gotta call him
Read
that?
Read it.
Had a black scammer at striker. Eric, why did you want me to read that? Eric, what's your skin?
I'm telling you, actually, it's a proper Chelsea.
Eric, we're the same team here.
He's a proper Chelsea.
We're not on the same. I thought we were on the same team. We're not actually on the same team, are we? You don't want me to answer your question because Lukaku is your guy.
Eric, you can't call the guy a scammer, man. Come on, Eric.
Look, you don't want me to respond.
All I'll say is this: is that you can't. Did you see Lukaku like standing on the chair, like singing all these songs in Italian? That's so funny. That's Lukaku, man, bro. I know you're black and everything, but yeah.
Hey, did you see when he got nutmeg and then all the Italian players, like the Inter players, start following on him? It looks like a scam every day.
Look, Casey,
the more you look at it,
Casey, Yassier, stay away from us. We can't register you. Wait, yes, you're thinking of becoming a Barca fan?
Yeah, he said it was decided between Barcelona and Madrid.
Yeah, that's the two offers I have, you know. So they tell me to decide by January, bro.
Where did you get that offer? Because as far as I'm aware, you're just offering yourself.
Listen, I 14 in Paris called me up and asked me like, yo, you want to come back? I was like, you know what? I got to think about it. Then guess who gave me a call? Bro, it was not even a Porto. Bartomeu called me, bro. Bartomeu called me. I was like, hey, yo, Bartomeu, where you at? You sound like you're in a cave, bro. What's going on?
Yes, you need help, man. You need serious help, man. David T, still have my pinky toe in Madrid, by the way. Not back. No, come back to your club, man.
Crazy,
Go back to your club, man. QC8, man. Why is CR37 fighting with?
This is bad, man. Yes, sir. Come on, let's be honest. This is bad. Like this is low.
Bro, I'm staying out of this. If CR7 wants to embarrass himself, I'm staying out of this, bro.
No, yes, no. Yes, speak on your goats, guys. Why are you sitting down in your $1 billion golden place, going on Who comments on fan pages of themselves? Yes, who does that?
No, this is a career low for Ronaldo.
Bro, I don't get it. Like, guys, I don't get this. This guy, you know what's crazy about this whole scenario? This guy left. He thought, I don't want to train. I don't want to have nothing to do with United. I want to leave. Bro came back to Carrington with empty-handed. We said, okay, all right, what club you going to?
Yes,
Yeah,
that man is sick. That man is sick, man.
HH's like, how do you come back to Carrington and say, buy me out of my contract? You had no offers,
because
no
he's
nothing.
Sick. He's sick in the head. The guy's a sick man.
Are they gonna sing that song about Ronaldo running down the road?
I think the whole buyout thing makes sense because no one's gonna pay a transfer fee for Ronaldo. Who's really gonna?
But
pay?
Eddie, like,
No,
Eddie,
I don't know. See, here's my thing though. I dare him to, because you know what? How he's acted, I need to see that guy in Europa League. Because I know how much that will burn him and pay and hurt him. I need to see him in the African Europa League.
HH, are you gonna do a CR7 special transfer window countdown? When the transfer window closes, we can confirm that he's
let the man go for free, man.
Hater. Ricardo, imagine at the end it's a 3, 2, 1.
You know what, Ricardo? That's a great idea.
We need to see that, man.
I think I'm gonna do like a transfer countdown. So when it closes, I
know how petty you are, man. I know.
I will do that. Ricardo, that's a great idea. I will do that. Badass. Barca is pressing like a machine in the last few matches. Xavi is making this team fluid and attack-minded. What do you feel about Barca's preseason? Here's my thing. I'll say this again. I've seen guys have horrible preseasons and great seasons. Great preseasons and horrible seasons. So for me, preseason is just about, okay, it's like a general blueprint, a general feel of the team. I have questions on Xavi as a rookie because he's still very inexperienced. But what he did to Real Madrid, albeit it was not without Benzema, that was great in the El Clasico. The options he has are amazing. Defense can still be improved, but they have a Kunde who is literally a Barca defender. So Xavi, here's the thing. When you're a rookie and so forth, at least have players who can help you. Pep was amazing. But bro, Pep, you were walking into Puyol, Iniesta, Xavi, Pedro, all the like amazing players. So you have Lewandowski, you have Rafinha, you have Pedro, you have all these guys who are extremely talented, and I think that will at least help him to usher in his ideas. So it's been a good preseason, but preseason isn't proof of how good your season will be.
Look at the options they have. Like, I even forgot about Ansu Fati. I even forgot about Aubameyang. Like they
have options, bro.
They put out a front three of ex-Bayern Munich players. They put out a front three of Ousmane Dembele, Lewandowski, and Aubameyang.
That's crazy. Wait, let me see. So, Fire ZC says, I agree, HH. Robin over Hazard, he's clear. Well, it's they're about the same.
It's true, man. No, it's true, man.
Dembele, both-footed, but equally-ish with both.
That's a lie, bro.
Nah, bro.
Holland from Robin, Snyder and RVP to Depay.
Yeah, that's a bit peak.
Dembele is too unrefined, raw. He's made no progress. He's been too injured. That's the thing. He's been far too injured. That's the issue. Yassier, you eating cat. Spurs are not challenging. I didn't say Spurs. Look, this is the logic. Tottenham beat City twice. So if Tottenham can beat the teams that they're supposed to beat, why can't they challenge? It's as simple as that.
That's the thing. And what people don't realize is it's not just the quality of the starting teams you've got to look at, or just the managers now. This is a weird season. Like I said, there's pretty much 2 preseasons in this season. There's this one and the one after the World Cup. Right?
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Stuff will happen. Like we discussed this the other day as well. I think it was talking tactics, but we discussed the period before the World Cup. The motivation for players, especially those who know they are going to the World Cup, might not be there. Because guess what? I ain't trying to be a Pogba who's not going to make the World Cup.
Yeah.
I'm trying to protect myself. If I see a 50-50 ball there, I might actually chasing that ball. So, look, there's different narratives that will come that'll define this season. Not just the quality of players. And managers.
I think that is key, though. Like, if we come into November now, guys are going to be like, bro, it's only a few weeks until the freaking World Cup. am I really going to now go into that 50-50
Yeah.
challenge and so forth? Because the guys were like, no, bro, this happens every 4 years. I value this World Cup and making this World Cup squad than whatever we do this season.
Exactly.
So that's going to be key. Shout out to Stephen Summerville Robbie. Thank you for the dub, man. Thank you for the dub. David T. Conte, the ultimate gilf hunter. Old players galore. Look, he likes his old players, bro. But if they say what's up to him, what can he say? Casey, fraudulence of that Serie merchant to be exposed. I think he's talking about Conte. We'll see, man. We'll see. Case again, if Arsenal finish above Blue Patriots, it's a new age. Who honestly believes Arsenal will finish above Chelsea?
Me.
It's possible.
Ray Ricardo, you're saying that because you're a hater, so you don't count.
No, I'm not, bro.
Apart from Ray Ricardo.
If Chelsea have a messed up season, yeah, anything's possible.
London, Chelsea's my favorite team in London, man. I kind of want to
Look,
coming from a Lassa fan, man.
Chelsea had better finish above Arsenal because I can't have Chelsea finishing fifth.
So Eric, in the crazy weird nightmarish world that they do, will you quit? Will you do an egg boy hero and quit football?
I won't quit football, but you won't see or hear from me again.
No. We need Eric Romano, man.
Yeah,
who am I gonna get my sources from?
Get your sources from Madrid zone.
Hold on, Casey. Seems Morata used for money laundering by clubs.
Someone needs to look into that, man.
No, I think the team said I think that was money laundering.
Into that, man.
Also, look at Morata. Look at all the teams he went to.
It was money laundering.
This is insane.
Alps. Yassier, talk to me about Silva. Music to my ears.
I said it. I said Bernardo Silva is going to.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Pep is not that stupid.
But can I ask you something, HH?
Yes, sir.
If we do get Silva, right?
I will. Then I will launch an official investigation.
Sure. That's not my question.
Well, that's my answer.
Can you make the argument that? Well, that's not the question. Can you make the argument that Barcelona probably have the best squad in world football? Not that it means anything, to be honest. Because...
No, I know. But no, if Barca get rid of the Silva, Barca will have one of the best squads out there. One of the best. I'll give you that. I'll say one of the best.
But wouldn't you guys want Barcelona to get Silva because of that weakened City, and then maybe?
No.
Nah.
So you guys kind of like it.
They got Gundogan already, and what's his name?
Wait, hold up. Adams, by the way, that was a bad motivational speech by Arteta. Hold up, don't ruin it. I haven't seen it yet. I'm saving it for Augusted. I'm saving everything for Augusted.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
I know.
That was terrible.
That was a terrible
Eddie, don't ruin it.
speech, bro.
Don't ruin it,
I'm
please.
sorry.
Don't ruin it. DX fan 700. Okay, Eric, this for you. You guys are sleeping on Broya. He could be money. Forget stats. He passed the eye test. Eric, if Broha, let's call him Bro. If this guy is really that, so do you believe that this guy, if he starts, can be money for Chelsea this season?
He can.
So your front three would be what? Broha, Mount, and Sterling. Is that your front three?
Honestly, for me, Broya is a better striker. When you're talking about a striker's instincts, goal scoring, he's a better fit. It's a fact. He's actually a striker. Havertz is not a striker.
I think Real Madrid want him too, no?
Look, for me, Broya he's unrefined. He's quite young, so I'm not going to say anything major with him. But for me, if you're talking about a striker, that is our striker. He fits that role better than anybody else.
Okay, wait, hold on.
He played against United, still.
JJ Bridge. The most memorable moments for Baby Chester divided last season was Elanga's equalizer versus Atletico. They sang his name the rest of the season. CR7 was pissed. Yeah, so we want to respond to this, bro.
Bro, I don't know what this guy wants me to say. Like, the guy scored a goal. Yay. Okay, what else can I say?
What's the song you sing about? Oh, it's a longer. Oh.
And what did that get you? 58 points and sixth.
HH, before I forget, though.
Wait, so Real coming in for Regia. No, they're not. No, it's
They're
not happening, bro.
It's just before I forget, Broja, though, like, he's not a bad striker because he played against United. One thing I remember.
I'm looking for. I was looking at Lewandowski and Haaland. I have
wait.
high demands, bro. So
the thing is, like, he's good. He's good in terms of his movement, all that stuff. But the one thing that, especially against United, that the guy couldn't finish. He was not a good finisher. Like the guy, he was getting an opportunity, and he would just couldn't finish. So I don't know, man. Like he needs. If you guys' hope is that guy, I don't know.
All right,
He
so
has
It's
guys,
not
look,
our
man.
hope. Relax. It's not
No,
our
no.
hope.
So, guys, I want to shout out to you boys, Eric, Ricardo, Yassi, Eddie, and all those guys who obviously came in. Had to go Vator, RDS, Nix, Mike, and so forth, man. So, guys, we'll be so tomorrow. We're going to talk about Cristiano sliding into DMs on social media and so forth, and general stuff on Saturday. And Sunday we'll do the more open APL season preview. So we're going to just talk. Also, no, Saturday we'll also recap with the Charity Shield game, which obviously happens tomorrow. So season is. God, season's back, man. Season's back, babe. So, guys, peace out, stay true, and as I always say, Cristiano, put down the phone and get your ass to the Europa League and complete the order by making United the Europa League champions.
Don't forget about KDB. Don't forget
Stay
about KDB.
true.
Don't forget about KDB.
One love. Peace.